tonight.
Oh, God, I love it. Nice.
Play, friendship, family. These are the things that matter.
The Ward 8 Council seat is up for grabs, and we want the residents of Ward 8 to be informed. Tune in to Cable 14 on Saturday, September the 6th at 7 p.m. to watch statements from the candidates. Please do your part. Get out and vote.
The following is a Cable 14 sports presentation.
We gotta go big or go home. We're down to the gold. Never been a better time to put it all on the line. Ooh, yeah. Time to put it all on the line. Win big. Time to put it all on the line. Win big. Time to put it all on the line. Win big.
It's a real different feel here at Bernie Arbour Memorial Stadium. Game 2 of the IBL Semi-Finals between the hometown Hamilton Cardinals and the visiting defending champion IBL champion Barrie Cats. Welcome in. He's Neil Srivastava. I'm Julius Hearn. The Hamilton Cardinals really stymied by the Baycats pitching in Game 1 of the series. Srsan, 13 strikeouts. Former Cardinal Ramon Henriquez came in after him, got 4 more. So you know that Cardinals team really eager to hit, but it's going to be a tough job against Frank.
Well, exactly. You couldn't ask for a better pitching matchup on a Sunday afternoon. Frank Garces taking on Owen Boot here as far as only the third time these guys have gone head-to-head in their careers, but both games so far have led for the billing. So Game 3 definitely going to be an opportunity here for both sides. And like you mentioned, Julius, the Cardinals are going to have to try to bounce back here.
And if you look at the Baycats side, it really seems like their offense was stymied in round 1. Kind of lucky to get through that series against the Maple Leafs. They kind of had a bounce-back performance offensively, a 5-0 win in Game 1. So with these guys, especially the bottom of the lineup, they really have to get something started because Owen Boone, as you mentioned, he's been historically very good against the Baycats.
Well, exactly. He's been lights out against the Baycats in the past, and now, you know, it's going to be the task is here. He was brought in here to the Cardinals to do this exact job. Be the stopper when they need it, when they need to win the most. And that's going to be this today.
This is going to be a highly energetic crowd here at Bernie Arbour Memorial Stadium. Let's give you the starting lineup first for the visiting Barrie Baycats. Leading off in center field, Noel McGarry Doyle, Brandon Hernandez, and Francisco Hernandez, the brothers up the middle, second and third respectively. They've been really the catalyst for this Baycats attack. Noah Macabrodo, we saw him in the home run derby here. He's batting cleanup. Tristan Clark batting fifth. Adam Mott is batting sixth. Hayden Jaco is back. He's batting seventh. Tyler Plumpton back behind the plate batting eighth. And Noah Hull's the DH batting ninth to end out this Baycats lineup.
And on the mound, as we mentioned, Owen Boone will take the start here in the postseason. He is 2-0 with a 2.25 ERA, 12 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, 3 walks, 9 hits allowed, but he's going to have be tasked here to keep these Baycats off the base path today.
First pitch to Noel McGarry Doyle is a swing and a miss. We're underway at 2:03 here at Bernie Arbour Memorial Stadium.
2 minutes ahead of schedule. That's what we like to see here. Boone starts him off with a strike here.
Second time Boone's faced the Baycats this season. It's up the middle, right back. Boone can't quite corral it. Tough play here for Reyes Cruz. He won't make it. It'll be an infield hit to start off the first inning here for Barrie.
Boone unable to field that one, unfortunately, at his kneecaps there, and just rolls through him. And up the middle, Tommy Reyes Cruz tried to get to it in time, but didn't have a lot on the throw, and that's the difference there. Very good. Dory Doyle. Words are hard this afternoon. It's at first base here. That'll bring up Brandon Hernandez now, the shortstop.
Well, McGarry Doyle's really fit into that leadoff spot for Barrie. He has quite a bit of speed. He's been aggressive in these playoffs so far. Doesn't go here. The first pitch to Hernandez is a called strike.
Boone's always struggled in the first couple of innings, but once he gets settled down, it's usually lights out. So if the Bearcats are going to score, they're going to have to do it early here.
Boone with the look over, comes set. Modest lead at first for McGarry Doyle. Doesn't go. Hernandez checks his swing. The appeal to third base umpire Jeff Rose. He went around. Our umpires for this afternoon's game, Rob Stevenson behind the plate, Sean Schaefer at first, and Jeff Rose at third base, now up the middle with the runner on.
Gary Doyle with a conservative lead at first. Boone has a quick look over at him.
Boone kicks and deals. Ground ball to second. Could be a double play. Nickel to Reyes Cruz to throw over. It's not in time. Hernandez beats out the double play, but there is one gone.
Nickel had to deal with a high hop here in the infield where they would have been an easily tailor-made double play. Instead, they just get the fielder's choice. And Hernandez is now at first. Gary Doyle retired on the 6-4 putout for the first out of the inning.
Another look at that double play, and a high hop there for Nickel at short, and that kind of gave the leeway there for Hernandez to beat it out. Notably dry infield here at Bernie Arbour. First pitch to Francisco Hernandez. He swings and misses.
Francisco 8 for 23 in the postseason, 347 average, no home runs, 6 RBIs in the 3 spot for the Baycats in the postseason.
Really fit in well with that 3 spot. He's shuffled around quite a bit this season. There's another ground ball. Tough play for Nickel deep in the hole, and he can't quite make the play. Dropped by Reyes Cruz at second base. So this inning will continue for Barrie. It was going to be a tough play no matter what there for Brandon Nickel, the shortstop. Reyes Cruz stretching at the bag, couldn't hold on.
So unfortunately, Leonard high chopper, not an easy play so far, and that one's just unable to be scooped by Reyes Cruz here at the base path. Jeff Rose right on the play there, so he was off the bag, unable to recover with the baseball.
So the Hernandez brothers on, Francisco at first, Brandon at second. This will bring up Nolan Macabroda. One out of
scored an error on the Tommy Reyes Cruz on that play as well.
There's a drive into right field. It's going to get down. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. One Hernandez is in. Francisco getting the wave as well. The throw in is going to be not in time. 2-0 Baycats and 2 RBI double from Nolan Macabroda to get things started for Barrie.
Macabroda, who's traditionally not hit well at this ballpark, definitely wanted to right the ship early here in the first inning off Boone. Brings home 2, and it's 2-0 for the Baycats early.
You always think of Macabroda more of a power hitter, but he's a doubles machine more than he is that of a home run machine, and he gets on the board there. 2-0 for the Baycats early on, just 1 out in the inning off Owen Boone.
I'll bring up Tristan Clark, who's been tearing the cover off the baseball this postseason.
Well, he grounds that one to short. Macabroda has to hold up. Nickel has no play. Another defensive mishap for the middle infield of Hamilton, and this inning will continue.
Maybe some home game nerves here for the Cardinals coming out early here in the first inning. As Brandon Nickel unable to field that one cleanly and ate him up a little bit. Runners at first and second, still only one away in the inning.
Smart move there from Macabroda. You got to imagine his kind of hesitation going back to the bag might have tripped up Nickel, as we're going to get a mound visit here from Yammer Hernandez.
Probably just going over the signs here with our runner at second base.
Take this opportunity to give you the defense here for the Hamilton Cardinals.
Yoki Pena in left, Tyler Duncan in center field, Carlos Dominguez is in right. Around the infield, Browns at third base, Nichols at shortstop, Tommy Reyes Cruz at second base, Nico Cacato's at first, and Yammer Hernandez behind the plate to catch Owen Boone.
And already 2 errors for those defense. That defense, as you mentioned, Neil, this could still be a scoreless game if a couple middle infield miscues, one by Reyes Cruz and one by Nickel. Adam Odd steps in with 2 on in front of him, just 1 out.
Odd, of course, named the weenie batter of the afternoon.
Well, he swings and misses at the first pitch.
So what usually happens in this situation is if the weenie batter strikes out, it's discounted hot dogs for that half inning. I know on Friday nights we do beer and batters, but Sundays, usually more family friendly. Hot dogs it is.
Odd's only faced Boone once in his career, 0 for 1. Throw back to second from Hernandez, and sliding back in is Macabroda.
Well, Odd is 3 for 17 in the postseason, a 176 ERA average, 1 home run, 2 RBIs.
The last time Adam Odd faced Owen Boone was nearly 10 years ago, back when he was with the Burlington Bandits.
Oh, man. There you go.
When Owen Boone was a reliever with the majors. Ground ball right side, tough play here for Boone and Cacato's. Cacato's will take it to the bag himself. And there's 2 gone in the inning, but now 2 in scoring position for the Baycats.
300 assisted, Autumn out is retired. Tristan Clark goes to second. Macabroda over to third.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, number 55.
And it's a 2-0 early lead for the Baycats. Frank Garces has a couple more runs, hopefully, sitting on the base paths, looking for a couple more insurance runs against these Cardinals.
Essentially, it's still a productive at-bat there for Adam Odd, advancing the base runners. 2 out in the inning for Hayden Jaco, just his second game of the playoffs, missed the first round. Facing his former teammate, former battery mate. First pitch is a breaking ball he swings and misses at. First meeting between these two as head-to-head opponents.
Yep. Jaco 0 for 3 and is in game 1.
Boone kicks and deals. It's outside. Really felt like that energy was, some kind of difference in the air with the semifinals in town for the first time in quite a while.
Well, exactly.
But Barrie taking that energy and turning it into 2 runs. There's a dry foul. It's going to be out of play on the right side. Owen Boone, 1 outing against Barrie earlier this year, and it was a fantastic one at that. 8 innings, got the win over Frank Garces.
Yeah, allowed just the 1 walk, 10 strikeouts, 3 hits allowed in that 8 innings. A 3-2 final back in May.
He didn't allow a run until the 7th in that game.
Yep.
Pitch to Jaco. There's a drive out to right field that's going to hang up for Carlos Dominguez, who makes the catch and ends the frame, but not before the Barrie Baycats get on the board early, get Frank Garces some early run support. 2-0 on a 2 RBI double from Nolan Macabroda.
Hey there, fans, have a big birthday.
And there we go. We're going to have a between innings, of course. Before the game, we do the ceremonial first pitch, and it was our own Brendan Nickel out there throwing that opening pitch out here on Cable 14. Of course, huge thanks against the guys and gals at Cable 14 and all the volunteers that do great things. And that looked like a strike all the way here. A lot of fun.
Great toss in there from Brendan. There's Caleb Srsan there. We'll have him up in just a little bit later on this game. But take this opportunity to thank you guys from Cable 14 having me in for the broadcast this afternoon. I had a lot of fun at the All-Star game, and I'm having a lot of fun already here in Game 2 of the semis.
We're glad to have you up here. Glad to have you up here. That's for sure. But Frank Garces is doing his traditional warm-ups here. He starts off behind the mound to get loose. I guess he just wants to make sure he's got his arm stretched out fully before he engages on the mound here. But this is nothing new. He always does this before a game, before every start. He'll get loose behind the mound, and then he'll throw his warm-up pitches, the last couple of warm-up pitches from the actual mound itself.
He does that between innings, too, so you'll start to see that throughout his outing as well.
His last appearance on this very mound, he went 7 2/3. He pitched 8 innings, allowed 2 runs, 1 was earned, 4 hits, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts in the contest.
That was a Sunday afternoon win as well.
That it was. 7-2, if I'm not mistaken, was the final score in that contest. But you look at his numbers over his career and everything else. He's 37-10. He's got a 2.04 ERA. That's also combined with the postseason numbers as well. 65 appearances, 62 of them are starts, 446 innings pitched, 66 walks, 531 strikeouts for Frank Garces. So, you know, the Hamilton Cardinals are going to have their work cut out for us, and they gave the Barrie Bay Cats an early 2-0 lead here, so this is going to be a hard one to climb back into.
He's really been the story of this Bay Cats team so far in the postseason. He really stymied Toronto in the first game, had 15 strikeouts, matching a career high, came back at Christie Pitts, another fantastic outing, and back on the mound here for game 2 of the IBL semis.
Carlos Domingos will lead things off in right field. Tyler Duncan is in center field. Brandon Nickel, the shortstop's batting third. Yama Hernandez moves up to the 4 spot. He's doing the catch. And Jaden Brown's at third base in 5. Nico Cajatos, Yoki Pena, Russell Young's DH tonight, and Tommy Reyes Cruz in the 9 spot. But Carlos Domingos will get things going here against Frank Garces.
Yeah, Russell Young, they're the only one the only difference in the lineup, you could say, in terms of personnel, as the DH taking over for Josh Williams in the starting spot. Josh Williams told me a bit of a hamstring issue, but he is available to pinch hit off the bench today.
Hope he didn't pull it on the double. He hit that ball pretty well.
And he just missed what he thinks would have been his longest home run of his career.
Yeah.
That opposite field power really working out for him. The first pitch to Dominguez is outside. Drive up the middle, but it's going to hang up here for Noel McGarry-Doyle. He makes the catch for out number 1. Let's give it the defense here for the Barrie Bay Cats behind Frank Garces.
Tristan Clarkson left field, Noel McGarry-Doyle in center field, Hayden Jaco in right. Around the infield, you got Adam Odd at third base, Brandon Hernandez at shortstop, Francisco Hernandez at second base, and Nolan McAvoy at first. Tyler Plumpton is behind the plate catching Frank Garces this afternoon.
This battery of Plumpton and Garces, one of the best, teams in the IBL, you can say in terms of battery. They trust each other so much. Plumpton always says it's so easy to catch Garces because he rarely ever misses a spot.
No, exactly. And he'll tell you when he's done. He won't let Josh Matlow make that call. As Josh adamantly confirmed up here before the game. He'll go down there and point at you and say, no. Don't get anybody else going. I'll tell you when I'm ready.
Utmost professional Frank Garces. Swing and a miss from Duncan. It's 1-2. Duncan just 5 for 23, 10 strikeouts in his career against Garces over the last 4 seasons. Breaking ball, called strike 3.
Garces gets the punch out.
Garces gets Duncan looking, and there's 2 outs in the inning.
Got to bring up Brandon Nickel now.
Stepping up to the plate, the shortstop, number 32, Brandon Nickel.
Great movement on that breaking ball, just catches the outside part of the zone. First pitch to Brandon Nickel, he fouls that away. Keep in mind, both Garces and Boone pitched on Tuesday night in their respective first-round games, so both on 4 days rest.
Yep. Albeit Owen Boone had a much easier task at his hands. He had a 15-0 lead after 3 innings, so he didn't have to really worry too much out there. He went out there through his 6 innings and said, okay, that's enough for me. Nickel is 7 for 23 in the postseason, a .304 average, 1 home run, 5 RBIs.
Garces spots it inside, but just misses 1 and 2. Shook off Plumpton multiple times there.
Well, some guys just like to call their own game up here. Plumpton sets up on the under half again.
A much easier decision here. Here's the 1-2. It's in the dirt. Seen a lot of home starts in Barrie for Garces, but second road start of the postseason already in 3 outings.
Yeah, I had to ask Sam O'Coin, when was the last time you saw Frank pitch at Christie Pitts before that game? And
fly ball to center field. Noel McGarry-Doyle battling the sun. He makes the catch. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Frank Garces. 2-0 Barrie after 1 here in Game 2 of the IBL Semi-Finals.
And, the Cardinals just have to regroup here. They go into the second inning. They lost that inning, but you haven't lost the ball game yet. The 2-0 score is a little daunting against Frank and everything else, but you're a Cardinals team that, seem to got the batting order going against the Barnstormers, and why can't you get it going against Barrie? And that's not a shot against the pitching staff and everything else, but you got to hit the baseball. And we got to take a quick look at some defensive miscues by the Cardinals in that first inning. You see that sky-high ball off the Tommy Reyes Cruz, and Boone was able to get to it. Nickel eat up on that one. Tommy not able to field that one cleanly at second. And then you have the double down the line by Matt Cabrodio that brought in 2 runs. The difference in this contest early.
Got to imagine maybe those 2 runs unearned here on Owen Boone early on.
Yeah.
The first play with Tommy Reyes Cruz likely would have been an infield single. I scored it as such.
Yeah.
But the one receiving the ball at second base, and then Nickel one batter later.
Yeah, this unfortunately ate him up. As Owen Boone will go back out to work here, hopefully we'll settle down and get these Baycats in order, 3 up, 3 down, hopefully anyways, and give the Cardinals an opportunity to get right back on the sticks. Tyler Plumpton, Noah Hull, and then back to the top of the order for Noel McGarry-Doyle, due up in the Baycats' second inning.
Just looking through Boone's game logs in his career, and even some of the Baycats who might have faced him in their careers respectively, and not a lot of appearances against Barrie for Boone in his career despite the longevity.
Yeah. Well, when he was with London, he would traditionally pitch only the Friday nights. So if Barrie didn't play him on a Friday, chances are you guys missed him. And he was not known to go. He would not start usually a Thursday night in Barrie against you guys, or a Sunday or a Saturday, anyways, just as far as that stuff goes, because he would pitch the Friday.
Just kind of the way the schedule shook out, I guess, in all those years. Faces Tyler Plumpton to lead off the second. He takes the first pitch strike.
Plumpton is 1 for 6 in the postseason, a 166 average. No home runs, 1 RBI.
He grounds that one up the middle, just misses Boone's glove. Tough play for Reyes Cruz, a deep throw, but he makes it on the money to retire Plumpton.
Tommy Reyes Cruz redeems himself in that attempt. 4-3 goes your put out, 1 away now for Noah Hull, the designated hitter.
Imagine Reyes Cruz getting lucky. Tyler Plumpton not the fleetest of foot on the base pass.
Typical catcher, can't run up the line too well. It's okay. They're not there to hit the baseball. They're here to catch the baseball. Keep your pitchers in line.
Noah Hull as the 9-hitter, the DH today for Barrie, takes the first pitch strike.
4 for 24 in the postseason, a 166 average. No home runs, no RBIs. But you guys mentioned on the broadcasting game when they've been just struggling a little bit, everything not in sync for him as they stand corrected there and he gets another hit. They're 5 for 27 now on the postseason. I'm going to be quiet now.
Liner in the right for Noah Hull. It's a base hit
Stepping up to the plate to center.
Got to imagine that's a big confidence boost. He's squared up quite a few balls, especially in that first round of the playoffs against Toronto. But very unlucky, as we'll see another look at it here. It's kind of your ideal base hit to right field.
CNI single gets past the diving Tommy Reyes Cruz. Baycats have got a runner on with one away.
Back to the top of the order, Noel McGarry Doyle swings and misses at a breaking ball.
He singled his first time up, but got retired on the fielder's choice 6-4 in the first inning.
Conservative lead at first for Hull. Second pitch to McGarry Doyle. They check on the swing. Didn't go around. It's 1-1. Hitting .375 in the postseason.
2 RBIs. 9 for 24. Actually, 9 for 20, or 10 for 25 now. So yeah.
Hull goes. It's a line drive up the middle, just past the glove of Brandon Nickel. Over to third is Noah Hull. So the hit and run on for Barrie, and it works to perfection. Runners on the corners now with one out.
Likely scored a single for Noel McGarry Doyle, and Brandon Fernandez will be the batter now, who reached on a fielder's choice in this first inning.
Another look just out of the reach of Brandon Nickel. Both middle infielders converging to try and make that play.
Shortstop number 11, Brandon Hernandez.
Would have been really tough luck for Noah Hull had the catch been made. He would have been
doubled off easily.
So 2 hits on the game now for McGarry Doyle. Brandon Hernandez with an RBI opportunity.
Last year in the postseason, Hernandez was .563. Just ridiculous average as that base will be stolen uncontested, likely defensive indifference on that one.
So now 2 in scoring position. Takes the double play out of order.
Cardinals will have to go across the diamond with this ball if it's hit on the infield and keep the runner at third and second respectively.
And time is called.
Not sure if Boone's got a bee or something flying around him out there or what, but he just looked like he was not comfortable and shoots something away.
Well, saw quite a few on the field during batting practice. Not uncommon here. That one outside to Hernandez. It's 2-0. You mentioned how good Hernandez was in the playoffs last year. An RBI in every game.
Yeah.
10 games and RBIs in all 10. Swings and misses to that one.
I can tell you the playoff MVP vote became between him and Frank, and it was literally, I think the commissioner had to finally rule on it.
The commissioner came up to me at the end of during the game, because I was going to be emceeing the trophy ceremony.
Yep.
And I was surprised. I would have voted for Hernandez.
Yeah.
Inside, works the count to 3-1. First base open. Wouldn't be disastrous if Hernandez reached with a free pass.
Doing that 27 pitches now.
Hernandez goes the other way, hangs up, and the catch is made by Pena. A bluff of a tag from Hull. He'll stick around. The throw almost gets by Yammer Hernandez.
And the ground is definitely rock hard out. They're almost like cement pads out here with the balls coming back into the infield.
Adam Odd told me he described it as a parking lot.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Because it's just there hasn't been a lot of rain other than May. And it's been like, yeah, this ground dries out and everything else, and it hardens. And baseballs, you expect to have, okay, a little bit of cushion blow or something coming off the infield, or not being cushioned, and you see these high hops.
So still 2 in scoring position, now 2 out for Francisco Hernandez. Call the strike on the first pitch.
Everybody clap your hands.
Hernandez reached on an error, came around to score in the first. He's 8 for 24 on the postseason, 6 RBIs.
The number 3 spot really suiting him since coming back from injury earlier this year. I want to call it strike.
One of the conversation I had with Josh Matlow in January, basically when we were doing the preview shows and everything else. He's casually mentioning, yeah, Brandon's got a brother named Francisco who plays the infield too. I'm like, really? They both shortstops? No, the other one plays second base. So it's perfect. And well, lo and behold, you've seen the great combination so far the Hernandez brothers have been so far for these Baycats.
Francisco started the year as the leadoff hitter, played a few games, then was moved down to the number 9 spot. That one really worked out for him, that move. And then an injury happened. He was out of play for a long time and put back in the 3 spot, and that's really where he settled in. That one in the dirt. The appeal down to first, no swing, and no play at home. Noah Hull will come in to score. Boone not covering the plate.
I think Boone was more concerned about the appeal down to first and realizing, hey, there's a runner coming home here. And that's a gift here for the Baycats. They make it 3-0 early in the second inning.
Take another look at the swing. Hernandez looked like he checked it from the replay. And then Hull realizing no one covering the plate.
I'll take the extra 90 feet. Thank you very much.
So that moves McGarry Doyle to third now as well. So runner on third. Now a 2-2 count on Francisco Hernandez. There's a drive to right field. Going back to his left is Carlos Dominguez, who makes the catch and ends the inning. Another one comes in for Barrie. 3-0 for the Baycats through 1.5 here in Game 2 of the IBL Semi-Finals.
And once again, we're going to take a quick pause and say hi to our friends at Armstrong Bird Food.
Sometimes the littlest things can make the biggest difference. Like nature brightening your day. Bring nature to your backyard with Armstrong Bird Food. Feeding Cardinals since 1986.
And welcome back here to Cable 14's coverage of the semifinals between the Hamilton Cardinals and the Barrie Baycats. Neil Schwaspa and Julius Hurt up in the press box as the kids are getting ready to line up at the next half inning here.
It's a mob going downstairs.
Oh, yeah. You're in for a treat if you've never seen it. Well, actually, you were here for the All-Star game, so you saw how they're usually lined up way past McGlovin down the line here, which is what I affectionately have called the inflatable glove down here because it needed a name. So that's what we gave it to it when it was first going off because I didn't know what else to call it. So, you know, it's better than calling it the glove or whatever, so it's McGlovin. But yes, Frank getting loose again here. He's got a 3-0 lead. All runs coming in. I believe they're all unearned now, so pass ball. The last one in the top half of the second inning. The Cardinals have just got to break the funk here somehow. Or it's going to be a long afternoon at the ballpark here.
Now, Neil, are you more of a fan of the kids run the bases halfway through the game or after the game?
I've seen it both ways, and, you know, after the game, a lot of the kids seem to be gone, so a lot of them don't get the opportunity, but we're here, they do in the top of the third inning, and it's, you know, you'll see it in a half an inning. It's just going to be packed. It's going to be crazy, and it's something I look forward to. I know my daughter's done it a couple times. She loves it. She loves it. It's just because, you know, they get the chance to go out there, and I guarantee, like, the younger kids that will be going, well, they're not back in school yet, but, you know, they're going to go back to school on Wednesday because I think Tuesday's a PD day or something. But, yeah, they're going to go back to school on Wednesday and say, so what did you do? And, you know, that's probably going to be one of the first things. I got to run the bases at a great ballpark. Have a lot of fun with my buddies and everything else, you know. They just have those stories they're going to tell their buddies and everything else. Be like, oh, that's kind of cool.
I've seen it a lot more in the mid innings in this league compared to the majors where you might see it, you know, at the end of the game.
Well, exactly. Like the Blue Jays and everything else have the Jays Sundays and everything else, and it's usually after the game. And kids, you know, by that time they're either exhausted or so hyped up on sugar the parents just can't wait for them to go out the field. As Yammer Hernandez will lead things off for the Cardinals in the home half of the second inning.
Shows bunt, pops it up, and it's going to go off the screen out of play.
The Cardinals just 4 hits so far in this matchup against the Baycats, and I think that's just a testament to what the Baycats pitching staff's been able to do.
Hernandez 0 for 2 with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts in game 1. Drives that one into left field. A dive and a catch by Brandon Hernandez. What a catch.
Wow. Put a star beside that one.
Going airborne in a perfectly timed dive and jump to rob a base hit away from Yammer Hernandez.
Air Hernandez in full effect on that one.
Baseman number 6, Jaden Brown.
Incredible effort from the Baycats shortstop. And we have one out here in the second.
The line drive to the shortstop, put a star beside it, and Jaden Brown will be the batter now.
Brown takes the first pitch strike. That one in the dirt. That catch really seemed to take kind of the air away from the fans here in the park early on this inning.
It's just like, okay, yeah, we got a chance, and he hits going, and then all of a sudden, oh, man. There you go.
On the ground, right side, a dive from Francisco, and he can't quite come up with it on the transfer.
That'll likely be scored an infield single. Francisco Hernandez trying to do what his brother done on the other side of the diamond there and almost did it. But just unable to come up with that one as it bounced out of his glove.
Tried to stand up, couldn't keep the ball in his glove on the transfer. He robbed a base hit away from Spencer Ross at Christie Pitts.
Yep.
And it was kind of a game-sealing play in that 9th inning.
Well, if you go look up his minor league baseball profile, there's that one play he made for St. Louis in the Cardinals farm system that I think is still on the highlight reels. I think it actually was in the St. Louis Cardinals farm system highlights of the year.
Foul out of play off the bat of Nico Kakados. The double play still in order here for Garces. One pitch could get him out of this inning. But that hit obviously brings some energy back into the Cardinal dugout and to these fans just below us.
Definitely vocal here, that's for sure.
Runner goes, it's chipped and fouled off towards the Baycats dugout.
Cardinals trying to take something out of the Baycats playbook here and get the hit and run going. Force the defense to be in motion. Ducato's unable to hit that one. It was off his hands almost.
You can tell it was a hit and run just because Kakados felt like he had to swing and make some kind of contact on that, despite how far inside it was. Really jammed him. Lefty-righty matchup. Garces pitch. Fouled away again. Jaden Brown on first, a 1-2 count here on Nico Kakados. Garces deals, popped up, and that one is also going to get out of play over to the right side bleachers.
Bleachers filling in nicely on both sides again this afternoon. Thanks again to all the Cardinals fans for being in attendance on your long weekend. If you're watching on Cable 14, we appreciate that as well, wherever you may be tuned in from.
Great way to spend your long weekend. Some high-stakes baseball, a sunny afternoon.
And thankfully, we won't have to worry about the fire pits down the lines today.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
1-2. Into the left center field. It's going to get down over the head of Brandon Hernandez. The back-to-back singles for Hamilton. Puts 2 on here in the second.
Kakados did a good job with just getting Frank Garces to finally throw one across the strike zone here and across the plate anyways, and made the most of it. This one's just out of the reach of Brandon Hernandez at shortstop.
Hernandez's first step was in and then had to kind of scurry back. It still would have been out of his reach anyway, but
no mound visit charged on this little conversation out in the hill as well. Again, they're probably just going over Scott Signs with runners at second base, which is very common when you got that first runner at second base here, just to make sure you're on the same page. You probably change up your signs, and instead of going with fingers and everything else, you go to like indicators or something on the chest protector, something just to throw them off.
Yolki Pena steps in the lefty, takes the first pitch strike.
And I can imagine with Tyler Plumpton back there, I don't know if is Plumpton know Spanish?
No, usually they'll have Brandon Hernandez come in and translate. Frank knows, like he
speaks English, yeah.
He's played in the majors enough to understand English.
Yeah.
Swing and miss from Pena. But like we saw with Ramon Henriquez on Friday night, that's when Brandon Hernandez will come in.
Yeah.
Henriquez is still pretty good with his English and much better than I expected when he came over to the Baycats.
Frank's got Pena on the ropes here at 0-2.
1 out in the inning, the lefty deals. Called strike 3.
Second punch out of the contest for Frank Garces. And Russell Young, the designated hitter, will be the batter now.
Pena hoping that call would go his way, but rung up by home plate umpire Rob Stevenson.
Tell you when the call, it's right at the knees, so it can gotta go either way in most cases like that.
Well, I know with Tyler Plumpton, as we were saying, he was hit by a pitch in the first round series, hurt his wrist.
Yeah.
He's had some trouble framing those pitches, kind of rolling over his wrist when he makes the play, and it's on his catching hand. It's swing and miss there from Russell Young.
Young making the most of an opportunity. Of course, the injuries have piled up a little bit. Tyana Rempel out of the lineup again with another, I don't want to say post-concussion syndrome or anything else. Well, he took a second one off the helmet in this postseason.
Another swing and miss there from Young. So, yeah, Veloci also dealing with some concussion symptoms as well.
Yep.
Remember, he was at the game on Friday saying he still had a little bit of headaches, but was otherwise feeling pretty good.
Of course, Rempel is his birthday as well, so happy birthday to Tanner. As Russell Young works for the 0-2 count here.
Swing and a miss from Young. Another K for Frank Garces. 3 on the day, and he gets out of a jam. Leaves 2 Cardinal base runners on after a couple base hits. Still 3-0 Barrie as we head to the 3rd inning.
Top of the 3rd inning, we'll face Nolan McIntyre, Tristan Clark, and Adam Odd due up for the Baycats, who've got a 3-0 lead here, as Owen Boone will have to just kind of go out there and settle himself down and give the defense a little help here. As you see the kids coming run out the bases here, and of course this is brought to you by our friends at Denninger's. And they're coming out in droves here. You can see them, their lineup well past the washroom out here. But everybody's just going to take a turn around the bases here, young and old, having some fun.
I always wonder if they're racing.
Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. I know in London it actually is a race because the winner that goes around and gets a gift card. But here it's just, everybody goes out, has some fun. But yeah, sometimes it is a race in London, and that's why they limit it to like 50 kids a couple times a game and everything. And of course, the kids at the end of the game in London go through around the bases anytime they want to.
In Toronto in the first round, they were doing this, and it was the 5th inning.
Yeah.
And they were like, everyone of all ages can come out and do it if you want. So they had not just kids, but there were some adults going out there. It was great.
Some adults, probably had a Leaf Brew or something out there and say, yeah, why not? Let's go have some fun. Go have some fun, but yes. Looks like Grandpa or Dad's out there getting paced by the youngster out there. Going, man, I didn't realize how long this was. But there we go. Everybody successfully off the field here, and Owen Boone continues his warm-ups.
Well, it just goes to show how good of a turnout we have here at Bernie Arbour today.
Yeah. Long weekend, and, everybody's got stuff going on. And thankfully, it's not the Monday afternoon, because then you've probably seen hardly anybody here, because Labor Day Mondays just mean, okay, yeah. It's usually laundry, got to pack lunches, got to make sure everything's ready for school.
That's the productive day of the weekend.
Yeah. Sunday, you can have some fun. And thanks for everybody for tuning in on Cable 14 this afternoon. I'm Neil Shawasa. That's Julius Hearn sitting in tonight, and thanks again for Julius for popping up tonight.
I had a lot of fun in the All-Star game, as I was saying. The broadcast, kind of blew my expectations out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm really happy to be back. Jono asked me back on Friday night if I would do it, and I said absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. As Nolan McIntyre will step up to the plate here. 3-0, the Baycats leading this one in Game 2.
First pitch to McIntyre, who shows bunt. He pulls it back, but still a called strike. Saw a couple bodies head down to the Cardinal bullpen. Chris Bowato was one of them. I think he might have come back at this point.
McIntyre's got the huge shift here.
He gets the bunt down. Tough play for Owen Boone. He's going to really have to make a nice throw, but it's over the head of Kakatos and off to the fence. McIntyre will head to second. Really had to make Owen Boone work there, and it's a leadoff runner at second base for Barrie.
An off-balance throw by Boone, and that's just not a good sign. There's a huge shift on with McIntyre up there, and he just recognizes that, was pushing it down the third base line. As you'll see him here, squares around and push it down the third base side. Boone has to come over and field the position, and just off-balance, way off the line here too, and missed the mark, and that goes into the outfield and allows McIntyre to go to second base on a two-base error by the pitcher.
Got to wonder if the bunt decision was to kind of take advantage of that shift.
Yeah. Oh, I think it definitely was. Definitely was. You saw that, third baseman was playing at the shortstop position.
So runner on second, Tristan Clark. First pitch, the appeal down. He went around. It's 0-1.
So it's officially scored a single on McAbrode. The error puts him at second base.
3 errors already for this Cardinals defense.
And this is what you and I were talking about before the game. The Cardinals have to cut down the errors that they had a chance in this ball game. So far, it's 3 up there. 4 on Friday night.
On the right side, tough play for Kakatos. Boone is going to not be there in time. Tristan Clark with an infield single. Boone looked like he had some trouble getting off the mound. Didn't get to first base quick enough. Clark beats him out.
Runners now at first and third now. Nobody away here in this inning, and Tristan Clark just legs that one out because he's got pure speed, and Boone not able to get off the mound in a hurry, and that's the difference in that play.
Yeah, Boone didn't react quick enough, as we saw there on the replay. Cost himself another base runner, so now 2 on.
Another infield single was awarded to Tristan Clark.
2 on for Adam Odd, who drives it foul.
Looks like our guest is arriving. Yes.
Caleb Sorosky, how are you?
How's it going?
Great. Nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you guys too. Good to be up here.
So Caleb joins us after a great performance on Thursday night. How did it feel to be out there and everything else just on a Thursday night in Barrie?
It felt really good. You know.
Probably not as early as you expected to be out there, that's for sure.
No, definitely not. Definitely wasn't expecting to be out there in the second, but you know, Saldana needed help, and I was able to provide that for him. You know.
How's the arm feeling today?
It's a little sore. A little sore, but you know, we did some arm care and we're good.
Yeah. So your father played hockey here. So how much do you remember growing up here as far as the Hamilton and everything else? Because I know you're a dual citizen, so it kind of lucked out as far as the Cardinals. You don't count as an import.
Yeah, no. So I not too much, right? Because whenever I played, we
ground ball.
Or whenever my dad was playing, he was still playing while I was young, so we were kind of moving all around. You know, especially whenever I was younger.
Yeah. So you went to the University of New Orleans. You were down there, and you were just in that closer role for those guys. And how much difference is college ball to intercounty baseball?
There's definitely some differences. You know, there's definitely some better hitters out here. But kind of, you know, just the atmosphere. You know, the atmosphere is definitely a little bit different, especially on field. You know, there's more of a professional feel in the IBL, but still, you know, it's still baseball. It's still a lot of fun. You know.
As Odd goes down here, and the Winnie Man has struck out once again.
There you go.
So it's discounted hot dogs, courtesy of our friends at Denninger's, and a huge out here for Owen Boone in this inning.
Yeah, first strikeout for him on the game. Like I said, he needed a clutch out. Caleb, I know, so you went to the University of New Orleans, as Neil was saying. Your dad also played hockey in New Orleans, so did he kind of have any tips for you in terms of what goes on in the Big Easy?
Yeah, no, he did. He definitely gave me some tips for sure, but, you know, those don't come out anytime soon. What happens in New Orleans stays in New Orleans.
That's kind of what happens in Vegas, too.
Yep.
This is Hayden Jaco with 1 out and 2 on. Flew out to right his first time.
So what's the mood in the dressing room right now as far as they're down 1-0? What was going on the bus on the way home? Were the guys talking about what they had to do differently, or?
No, you know, we keep the same energy, right? We came in, you know, on a huge 3-1 against Chatham, great opponent. We knew Barrie was going to be tough. Barrie has a great lineup, some great pitchers that we knew we were going to have to face, and I think we're mentally prepared. We were good. We were good coming into this game.
I had to imagine it was a tough bus ride home, and the fact that the offense really wasn't there. 17 strikeouts. So what was kind of the vibe from the players, and how were they able to kind of bring that positivity and try and get a win here?
You know, I think we just had to. It was one of those we just had to bounce back, right? We really focused today during BP, and we just we were ready to go for today.
As Tommy Reyes Cruz, it looks like he's battling a little bit of injury here. Probably got spiked as the ball goes through here, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Great tag put on Tristan Clark there, but an awkward kind of placement for him trying
the
to
ball
lean
was not
over.
it wasn't actually at the bag. It was in front of the bag, so he had to slide. It has a runner sliding into him there, and it's probably just affected the ankle a little bit here. As it's going, he's landing, going forward on it, and it's being pushed backwards. But the trainer's out there to have a look at it, and now Luis Bernardo coming out to have a conversation as well at second base here. So Owen Boone will be probably trying to stay loose between batters here. 2 away in the inning now. Runner still at third base. There's Nolan Macabrota.
Hey there, fans, big round of applause for Tommy Reyes
Cruz is trying to walk it off here, and looks like he's okay, and maybe just needed a moment to get himself reset again.
Yeah. You're not used to a guy sliding into your kneecaps, that's for sure. He's not in that situation anyways. So, Kale, what are your off-season plans? Are you going to be up here? Are you going to be going back home? Or
I don't know, just as of yet.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of figuring out, I'm really focused on the playoffs as of now, and whenever the time comes, that'll figure it out. I'll definitely stay up here for a little bit after, spend some time with the family.
Yep.
And
well, I know when your parents came up, they brought up a big, huge care package for everybody, like little snacks and everything else. And poor Jono had the spicy chips. And I thought he was going to die on the spot.
My mom's definitely a gift giver.
Yeah,
for
she
sure.
is. I appreciate that because when I took 2 bags home,
and to bring up some of what we have down south.
Yeah.
It was definitely a good, home gift for me.
That's
for
awesome.
Sure.
Yeah, a little taste of home.
Yep.
Well, usually, if I go down to the States to see buddies and everything else, it's usually okay.
Line driving to left field off the bat of Hayden Jaco. Another run will come in for Barrie. He'll be held to a deep single. 4-0 for the Baycats here in Game 2.
That lead is quickly getting insurmountable here if the Baycats keep piling on their runs here and hitting Owen Boone pretty well at their whim here. Another single. But yeah, usually if I go to the States, I usually have to take down all dressed chips, ketchup chips.
Yep.
And it's just kind of the Canadian staples that they can't get down there.
Yes, definitely. Ketchup chips are a big one for me.
Yep.
For me, anytime my Nana and Papa come down, they
load
have
you
to bring the ketchup chips.
Yep.
They bring the big bags for me, and my dad, because we end up end up getting into it with each other about them. But yeah, no, definitely have to bring stuff down that we can't get down there.
Well, you played in Germany, right? So what was that like in terms of the kind of the atmosphere of baseball there, but even just like maybe the kind of the cultural differences that you experienced?
It was definitely different from the States and here for sure. It's a different game over there. They have a different style of play, and it took a game or two to get used to. But once I got used to it, it came back like second nature. I just played my game and did what I had to do, and that's how I got here.
What's so different about the style of play in Europe compared to North America?
A lot more small ball, a lot more bunting, and that's not their oh, great play by Nickel. That's not their first sport, right?
Right.
So there's not a lot of people playing it, and it's more of just they don't practice it as much, So there's still some things that need to be learned over there. But yeah, no, I had a great time over there. I met some amazing people, made some connections, and yeah, had a lot of fun.
Okay.
Really nice play there from Brandon Nicholas, as you were pointing out there to end the inning.
And we just want to thanks again to Caleb for copping in tonight. I know everything else, and all the best in the postseason as we go through here. As the Cardinals now down by 4 as we head to the home half of the 3rd inning here.
Yep, thank you guys.
Caleb, really appreciate the time. Thank you.
Of course, thank you.
Thanks, Sam. Frank Garces will come back up to loose now. His team's got him in the 4 spot early here in the 3rd inning. Neil Srsan, Julius Hearn on the call this afternoon. Thank you so much for tuning in on Cable 14. And for the Cardinals, it's just been a bad breaks, bad hops, some defensive errors here. And they've had their opportunities, but you got an insurmountable guy up on the hill in Frank Garces going against you in this golf game. He's not unhittable, because we proved that. We got a couple of hits last inning, but you're going to have to really work some runs here.
It just seems like, we've seen it the first few outings already. Playoff Frank is different.
Yeah, he is. He is definitely different. I saw it last year in the postseason in that final series where it's just, you know what? You ain't going to hit me. You're not going to get anything off me. You're going to, I'm just going to shut you down any way I know how to. And that's why the Baycats got him in 2018. Of course, then I believe he went to Mexico 2019, 2021. And he came back, and he was just a different guy. Yes, he definitely warms up off the mound, as Brendan's jumping in on here, too. It's just, again, I think he's just trying to stretch his arm out, make sure he's got the distance behind it, so if he wants to rev it up, he can from the mound.
It's kind of like the equivalent of being on deck with a bat weight.
Yeah.
Right? It's the, get that extra distance on you so when I have to go 60 feet 6 inches, it doesn't feel as heavy.
Yeah. And, I don't know who taught him that, but it seems to work for him. I'm surprised other guys on this team haven't picked it up yet, but hey, teach their own. And he's one of these guys, I respect the heck out of him because it's just what he's been able to do, and he's out there dancing to the songs and everything else, and just his playoff Frank's having a big smile on his face, but he probably won't show you the smile.
It's like he kind of has his own bubble, right?
And it's like, you're not getting in my bubble right now.
All that professional experience, 2 years in the major leagues with the San Diego Padres, another year in Nippon professional baseball.
Yep.
First pitch, a called strike here to Tommy Reyes-Cruz, his first time up. Looks to be out okay after being checked on for an injury last half inning.
Well, I was joking with Josh Matlow before the game, so was Frank got a pitch count or anything else done? He's like, no, Frank was going to tell me when I'm done.
He had 133 pitches in each of his first 2 outings of the postseason this year.
Like, I don't know how these guys do it. Like, I guarantee, the first day your arm's probably not so bad, but day 2 is when I've talked to Brady and Farrington and everybody else. Day 2 is when you really feel it. That's why I asked Caleb Sorowski, how's your arm feeling today? Because, it's day 2 for these guys, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's a little sore, doing some arm care and everything else, but these guys bounce back, especially come playoffs. They'll just suck it up a little bit and take that to the next level.
1-2 to Reyes-Cruz. He fouls another away. And seeing Garces not pitching on Wednesday night, Game 5.
Yeah.
He was kind of had his regular pregame routine. He really works the bands well, and he runs and does all that regular stuff. And then it was kind of midway through the game, I see him coming back to the locker room, full ice and everything on his arm.
Yeah.
Lifted into left field, and coming on is Tristan Clark to make an easy catch, 1 down.
Clark makes the catch on the F7. Reyes-Cruz retired. Back to the top of the order for Carlos Dominguez, who flew out to center field to start the contest for the Cardinals.
Stepping up in the plate.
Just 2 hits for Hamilton so far in this one, both stranded in a second. That's all Frank Garces has given the Cardinals in this game so far, and one of those singles was on the infield.
Yep.
First pitch from Garces, it's bunted back past Garces, and that's going to be an infield hit.
And Carlos Dominguez going up the line a little gingerly here, but he pushes the bunt into no man's land, which he's done so many times this year. He's got great wheels, so why not use it?
I think he just hit the first base bag a little bit awkwardly as he got there. A perfectly placed bunt. And if you can't beat Garces with a full swing, there's the
a little bit of a limp
bag.
Yeah.
If you can't beat Garces with a full swing, I guess they're resorting to the bunting, and that was a perfect one off the bat of Dominguez.
Pushed it past Garces, not close enough to second base for Hernandez. And the Cardinals have got a base runner with 1 away here for Tyler Duncan. He struck out looking his first time up. 4-0 is the score here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Baycats, looking to go up 2-0 in the series.
First pitch to Duncan is away, just catches the outside part of the zone for a strike. Saw Adamad come in on that infield grass on that first pitch. Taking a few strides in from third now. Another called strike on Duncan. It's quickly 0-2.
Duncan coming into action tonight. 6 for 21, a .285 average, 1 home run, 3 RBIs in the postseason so far.
.308 average in the regular season. Fouls that one away. And Frank Garces really looking down Dominguez at first base, keeping him very honest with the hold on from Macabrota.
Well, Dominguez has got such good wheels out there, even when he's healthy, and it's an uncanny knack to read the base runners really well and get a good extra step here off these pitchers.
Stole 20 bases in the regular season, just one so far in the post. Garces pitch, called strike 3 on Duncan. Goes down looking again. Strikeout number 4 for the Dominican left-hander.
You can just tell by the body language by Duncan on that pitch. He's just like, oh man, not again. But yes, it was pretty much the same spot as he got him in the first inning.
Stepping up to the plate, this shortstop.
He's thinking that's outside, but that's been consistently called all afternoon so far.
And both pitchers work the outside very well. That's what they're known for.
Number 3 hitter Brandon Nickel with 2 out. Popped up, playable. Over to his left, Nolan Macabrota makes the catch to retire the side. Another hit against Garces, but stranded at first. 4-0 Barrie as we head to the 4th.
You're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
Senior help wanted sign.
Cardinals baseball on Cable 14. Julius Hurt, Neil Srivastava. 4-0 for the Barrie Baycats on 7 hits already through 3 innings against the Hamilton Cardinals in Game 2 of the IBL Semis.
Noah Hull will lead things off. 9-1-2 due up in the Baycats order here in the top of the 4th inning. Cardinals have got a little work to cut out for themselves. They gave them up 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third for the 4-0 Baycats lead.
First pitch to Noah Hall. He smokes that one into right field. It's going to get down in front of Dominguez. First pitch single for the Baycats 9-hitter. First pitch from Boone. Hull saw that one all the way, gets his 2nd hit of the ball game.
And, you know, this guy you were talking about him in Friday night's contest just feeling a little cold, like his timing was off, and well, clearly it's not off anymore. 2 pair of singles in this contest from the 9 spot.
Back to the top of the order, Noel McGarry-Doyle shows bunt, has to get out of the way of that first pitch.
Baycats just trying to get some runners in scoring position and let the top half of the order do the job.
Defense was really struggling early on for the Cardinals. A couple errors in that first and another one by Boone in the third. Hull the lead at first. Pitch to McGarry-Doyle, bunts it over the left side. Tough play for Brown, but he manages to scoop it and get the throw off in time to retire McGarry-Doyle 1 down.
Hull stops at second base, but thought about going to third as it was unoccupied, but Boone got over in time to quell that option. As Noel McGarry-Doyle does a sacrifice. 5-3 goes your putout, 1 away here in the 4th.
Well, Hull's a very heads-up base runner. We've seen that move from him before, where he'll be bunted over to second in a play like that if nobody's covering the third base bag. And luckily for Hamilton, Owen Boone had the presence of mind to make his way over to the bag.
Yep. Brandon Hernandez 0 for 2 in the contest. Did reach on a fielder's choice in the first inning, came around to score. Flow to left field his last time up.
Boone's first pitch on the ground right side. Reyes Cruz comes up with it. The throw on to first is in time, 2 down, but Noah Hall moves up to
like he
third
just
base.
scooted out of his glove almost there on that one too, because the ground is so hard.
It's almost like if you come up with it, hand on the glove, and if your glove kind of comes back on the dirt,
yeah,
that ball can
scoots
easily
out. Like it looked like it just popped back out again.
So Francisco Hernandez will step in. And Boone wants a new baseball. Two outs, Noah Hall at third base. Francisco Hernandez reached and scored in the first on a fielder's choice. First pitch is a called strike.
Boone looking for a shutdown inning for these Cardinals in the fourth.
Oh, how big that would be for Hamilton. That one is low and blocked by Hernandez.
I think that went off him somewhere, and he's just going to get in a couple more minutes as the umpire is going to go out there and hand deliver this baseball. Yammer Hernandez is definitely a walking wounded guy behind the plate. He's taking baseballs off when he's at the plate as well, so we'll have to see where this one got him. But yeah, it wasn't fielded cleanly, let's put it that way.
Definitely looked uncomfortable from his perspective.
Yep.
But he's an absolute warrior behind the plate there. Another look at it right here.
Oh, yeah. We'll just leave that one. That one was this. Yeah, we'll just leave that one alone. That's why they make those things.
1-1, just outside. And not ideal for Yammer Hernandez. No. You know he wants this inning to be over in a hurry.
Of course, the jockstrap made famously in my hometown of Guelph. That's where it was originated, so yes. That's why those things are made. Yammer's definitely got one on.
Boone's 2-1. It goes off the knob of the bat of Hernandez.
That one's fouled away here.
Lucky outcome there for Owen Boone. The count's now 2-2. Time is called, and Yammer Hernandez is going to walk back to the Cardinal dugout here.
I think the glove needs a little bit of McLovin love, or McFly love here.
Russell Young hands him a new one. Wonder if that one is Young's.
It probably is.
Young's usually been out to pick up Hernandez on the mid-inning break warm-ups.
Yep. McFly will get it going as good as new as soon as possible.
2-2, 2 out. The pitch from Boone. The appeal down. He went around. An inning-ending strikeout from the Cardinal right-hander to hold Barrie scoreless for the first time in this game, but still 4-0 for the visitors through 3.5.
And that's, that's the first positive that the Cardinals have had in this ball game here is that, Owen Boone was able to finally shut them down in this inning here and give the bats an opportunity to get back here against Frank and company. But, it's not going to be a quick inning fix here. You're not usually going to rough up Frank for four runs in an inning. You might get one or you might get two here, but after that, Frank goes into shutdown mode. Like you said, he goes in his own little bubble here, and there's nobody else is coming in. One other game in the intercounty, the other semifinal will get underway in about an hour's time in Hastings Stadium in Guelph. Welland Jackfish leading that series 1-0, thanks to the 3-0 victory last night over the Royals at the pond in Welland.
That was a great game. You couldn't have asked for a better pitching matchup outside of this series. Teo Ortega, 7 scoreless. Claudio Custodio got roughed up a little bit, particularly by Robert Mullen, who had that big home run.
Yeah, Mullen's just seemed to be his nemesis all his career, even when he was with the London Majors. Robert Mullen just seemed to come through in the clutch. But Mullen started off the scoring in that kind of the same way as he ended it against the Kitchener Panthers. A solo blast to give the Jackfish the lead when they need it the most. That series will be interesting to see if the Royals can bounce back today with Jacob Cush on the hill. If they don't, it could be a quick series.
Keep in mind, last year, as I've said, the road team won every game in that series.
Exactly.
So now Welland getting that first big win at home, you got to imagine that's going to be kind of something to set the tone early on.
Yeah. I don't know if the Royals came out a little flat just because they hadn't played in the week or whatever, but it was just kind of like the bats didn't seem to be going when they needed to. They were struggling with Andy Leader still. He's been striking a lot more, and he hasn't got it really. I don't think he's got a hit in the postseason yet.
Liam Wilson really carried the load. He had 3 hits on his own.
Yeah, Garrett Takamatsu. They had runners in scoring position, but just unfortunately, either Ortega was able to shut the door, or it was in relief. It was Davey or whatever else. It's just guys went out there and did their roles last night for the Jackfish.
Guelph's offensive strategy was really small ball heavy later on in that game too. You're seeing a lot of bunts shown and Ortega, and then the relief pitching really getting ahead of those counts to kind of sit down that kind of strategy from the Royals hitters.
Yep.
Bottom of the third, 4-0 Barrie. Frank Garces. First pitch popped up by Yammer Hernandez into center field. Noel McGarry Doyle will make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 4th.
1 pitch, 1 out, and that's not how the Cardinals are going to have to do things. Jaden Brown will now lead the batter with 1 away. He singled his last time up.
To the plate, the third baseman, number 6.
And Nico Cacados will bat behind him, due up in the order here.
Brown struck out all 3 times he was up in yesterday's game, and he swings and misses at the first pitch.
And that's to be expected with Jaden Brown. Like he's when he hits the baseball, it hits it hard. When he misses it, there's a lot of strikeouts. So it's kind of, you take the good, you take the bad with him.
That one just catches the outside part of the plate, count 0-2.
With 6 for 19 coming into action tonight with a .315 average in the postseason, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs to lead the Cardinals.
Another swing and a miss. Garces sits Brown down on 3 pitches.
And that'll bring up Nico Cacados now with 2 away. He singled his last time up.
Stepping up to the plate, the first baseman, number 10.
Strikeout number 5 on the outing. Through 3 2/3 for Frank Garces.
And this is just a typical Frank start in the playoffs. You know, he just goes out there, he goes into his own little world here. And you can't say it enough, but yeah, he just goes out there and dominates against these hitters. Challenges them to hit his best offerings.
That one just misses on the first pitch to Cacados.
That one was definitely in the inner batter's box, so I can see why the plate umpire did not give him that one.
Moves a bit in, and he gets the call. 1-1. Brandon Hernandez told me after game 1, we get these strikeouts from the starting pitchers, that Cacados fouls that one off. Makes the defense, relax a bit more.
Yeah.
They obviously have to be ready and, back up the pitcher. And
yeah.
There's certain pitchers that pitch to contact more than go for strikeouts. And Gar says that in the postseason, it seems like it's just him and the batter.
Exactly.
1-2, Cacados on the right side. Gets it into right field for a base hit.
Another great adjustment by Nico Cacados here, just hitting the baseball where it was pushed across the plate at, and just does a job of taking it the other way. His second single of the night, and Yoki Pena will be the batter now. He struck out looking to end the second inning. Second out of the second inning.
Cacados now with half of the Cardinals hits so far this afternoon, 2 of 4. Bring up Yoki Pena as this inning has been extended.
I was curious what goes down at first base when guys get down there. I know Nolan McAbrody and Tanner Rempel. We had Rempel mic'd up a couple times last year, but always curious what the conversations entail over there.
First pitch to Pena is just outside. You always got to wonder, right?
Yeah.
Because these guys are always chumming it up in batting practice.
Yeah, well, exactly. Like it's as much as they're on 2 different teams, it's the baseball family. Everybody knows everybody in this league.
Popped up on the infield. That's going to be Brandon Hernandez. Couple shimmies over to his right to make the catch and end the inning. Another base runner stranded for the Cardinals after a single from Nico Cacados. Through 4, Barrie up 4-0 here on Cable 14.
4 runs on 8 hits. No errors for the Baycats. No runs, 4 hits, 3 errors for the Cardinals, and that's pretty much what we were talking about before we went to air here was just the Cardinals have to find a way to cut down these errors, and so far it's been their nemesis in both Game 1 and Game 2 so far, giving the Baycats extra outs, allowing run innings to continue.
If you think back to Game 1, Enrique Saldana, he allowed 4 runs, but only 1 of them was earned.
Yeah, well, exactly. And it's just, it's hard when you're a starting pitcher and the defense, unfortunately, not coming through for you in a pinch when you need them to. As Owen Boone will go back to work here to start the 5th inning.
Then to look at some of these errors. That one scored an infield hit, and then you look at this one, deep in the hole. Nico can't quite come up with it.
I don't know if that was a case of him trying to make the play before he hit the baseball in that one, and Boone was just throwing off balance here and on the bunt attempt by Macabroda, because he just, again, a great job by Nolan Macabroda to read where the defense was on that shift and say, okay, you know what, I'm going to push it down the third base side, make the pitcher field this one.
In that situation with Boone, I understand the mind's working very quickly there, but it seems like a situation where you look up and you got to say, hey, I can't throw this.
No, you can't. I got to eat this one, give him the first base, tip my cap to him and say, hey, yeah, you beat me. Just let it go. And now, unfortunately, you put himself in the scoring position, and he later would come around to score the 4th run of the game.
8 hits already for Barrie. Boone yet to walk a batter.
No. He doesn't give up a lot of walks, just like Frank doesn't give up a lot of walks. So, if you get a walk against Owen Boone, you put that feather in your cap and you put it away and say, yeah, you know what? I finally got the best of Boone here at the plate once in a while.
Coming into today, the Barrie roster against Owen Boone in their careers struck out 21 times from just 2 walks.
Yeah.
In 65 at-bats.
And I would wager probably Frank against this Cardinals lineup is probably pretty much up there as far as strikeouts, too.
Fouled off by Macabroda.
And you can see the defense not shifting this time. They're definitely not going to give him the opportunity to do what he did last time.
The Cardinals roster against Frank Garces, 49 strikeouts, 4 walks.
Yeah, so, yeah. A lot of strikeouts, not a lot of walks. So if you're not going to, you don't usually win the battles of attrition against Frank or Boone on the hill. They make you hit the baseball. Get yourselves out.
Count 1-1 early on Macabroda. He fouls that one away off the end of the bat. 2 RBI double for Macabroda back in the 1st and singled to lead off the 3rd on that play by Boone. That era advanced him to second base.
Was a triple and a home run away from the cycle. And I wouldn't put it past Nolan Macabroda to do that at some point. This ballpark, you're going to have to hit a gap and hope somebody dives, misses it. But, yeah, the home run, not a question. Macabroda can get one here.
Yeah, you're either going to hit the gap or go right down that right field line. Goes up the middle with it on a line, but Tyler Duncan will make the catch. That's out number 1.
Routine fly ball and then bring up Tristan Clark with 1 away here in the 5th inning. Be interesting to have somebody in the offseason go through and do Owen Boone's numbers for the first 2 innings. As far as that goes, traditionally in his past and everything else, those are the 2 innings where teams have been able to get to him early, and then that's usually after that he shuts it down.
Called strike on first pitch to Clark. Boone's starting to work a bit more quickly here. Clark misses a breaking ball, 0-2.
Now, normally in this situation, Boone will set you up on the outer half. Get you to chase something out of the zone. We'll see what happens here. Actually, they're going inside.
They go outside, up and away, and Clark can't catch up to it. 2 quick outs for Boone here in the 5th.
That'll bring up Adam Odd, who's got a pair of strikeout and a pop-up, or 3 unassisted in the 1st inning.
A 3-up, 3-down inning would do wonders for this Hamilton team to try and claw back into this game. Adam Odd's first pitch, he hits it on the ground. Dreas Cruz, an easy throw to first, and there it is, the 1-2-3 inning for Owen Boone against the Barrie Baycats, but the offense still has some work to do. 4-0 halfway through this ball game in favor of the defending champs.
Baycats able to get out of this one, or sorry, Cardinals able to get out of this one anyways, 3 up, 3 down, which is bodes well for their consciousness and everything else, and that bodes well for the defense, but they got a lot of work to do. They look at that scoreboard, and you start counting the outs you got left in this contest and against Frank Garces.
Tough thing is if you get a 3-up, 3-down inning on defense against Frank Garces, you're not really taking him out of a rhythm much.
No, exactly. But a great crowd on hand here, as you see Owen Boo on the dugout here, just trying to keep himself warm and trying to forget through. As Jonathan Friedman is going to step into the hot seat here between us here.
Just joining you.
Just joining us.
Half an inning.
Half an inning, all right.
Just too hot.
Just too hot out there, yes.
It's cool up
Can we get you a Gatorade and a water or something, or what?
Would you mind?
I know. It's and Brandon's chiming back in. It's still cool in the truck. Yeah.
How's it going, lads? How are you, boys?
It's fantastic.
What'd you like? A Gatorade or water? What do you want?
No,
oh, Josh.
I'm good. I'm good.
You're good? All right. We got valet service up here, so no.
Not the best score.
No, not the best score.
Because they're going to come back. They're going to rally here.
Yep.
Got a strong feeling, right?
Yep.
I know you're up on your counterpart here is all the way from Barrie.
Yes.
Saw him a few nights ago.
Well, this Cardinal offense is due for it at this point.
Yeah.
They're due for it at this point.
They're due for the breakout.
Yeah.
It seems like the difference between the offense we saw against Chatham is it's kind of gone away. It's almost like that rest versus rust.
The Cardinals' offense is tremendous, and
well,
I guess things happen in cycles. So I'm convinced over the next 2 innings we're going to see some runs. I was right now saying it.
All right.
Knock on steel.
As Russell Young's going to lead things off in the home half of the inning. Followed by Tommy Reyes Cruz, and then top of the order for Carlos Dominguez.
Young struck out his first time up. First game in this series in the DH spot for Josh Williams, who started game 1. Breaking ball just missed.
I don't know if it's a little bit of an emotional hangover or emotional letdown for the Cardinals after that huge win against the Barnstormers, but they didn't seem to be in the right state of mind. Friday night was carried over a little bit.
They're going to rally. Also going to be up here to my own agenda, obviously. Shout out to our viewers on Rogers TV.
Yep.
Not just Cable 14, Rogers TV's watching. And all our Cable 14 viewers.
Yeah, exactly. Always great to see so many of you guys. We see us in the parking lot and everything else on the way out. Or where were we? Jenny and I were somewhere, and we were in the Fortino's parking lot just grabbing lunch, and somebody stopped us. Hey, you're on Cable 14. We love the broadcast.
Well, there's 2 people out in left field. You can't see them. They're right there with the trunk open in deep left field behind the fence.
Yep.
And they have 2 dogs in there, and they're from Toronto.
Yep.
They're huge Hamilton fans. And I'll wait till breaking the play. So I'll wait till Lauren's breaking the play for Lauren.
Yep.
2-2
Lauren's
now.
camera. So they're basically, the hood's up in the back. They're sitting there from Toronto.
Yep.
They are huge Hamilton fans. They have 2 dogs that are those golden retrievers, the ones that herd sheep.
Yep.
Fantastic. And they're at the game. They're at Barrie and out in left field as well. Nicest couple.
Now misses outside.
I don't remember their I forget their names. My bad.
No worries.
Lots of guests today.
Lots of guests.
A good crowd.
Great crowd.
I was saying earlier on, different energy in this ballpark this far into the playoffs. It feels so good to be here.
It's coming out. It's great.
3-2 pitch, fouled away again.
Also have in the booth, he won't come on camera because he's embarrassed.
Yep.
My son's good friend Noah's here. An outstanding pitcher that's playing high level.
Yep.
He's playing for the Terriers.
Nice.
All right. He's nodding to me, yes. And I'm saying this because, I'll wait till after the pitch, because
fouled away.
He knows his coaches, one of his coaches, is the first base umpire.
Really? There you
and Votto.
Nice.
I didn't know that.
I did not know
Votto,
that.
the first base coach, or his coach. First base umpire are his coaches.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
Sean Schaefer, the first base umpire today.
Yep.
Another 3-2 here. Garces and Young lifted out to right field, slicing foul, and it'll land there. This at-bat will continue.
I guess not doing service as well. My kid is the bullpen catcher.
Well, hey.
Gotta give him a shout out.
Exactly. Hey, it takes all kinds. And great to see your son getting involved here on a Sunday afternoon because, of course, I know we're down a catcher right now.
He's having fun. He's enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's harder than they thought.
Oh, yeah. And who knows, maybe 56 gets warmed up down there and he's got to catch him.
On the ground is short. Brandon Hernandez scoops. The throw on the first is high and keeps Macabroda off the bag. Hernandez can't believe the call, but leadoff runner on here for the Cardinals.
Cardinals get a little shot of life here on the throw off the diamond here, or off the base here. A tight play. Russell Young hustling down the line here, too.
Nice call. Wow.
Yep, just looked like he just beats it down there, but he's off the bag where it is. Sean Schaefer with the right call down there, and there he is. There he is. Got the helmet off, and just probably trying to stay hydrated and stay in the shade a little bit.
For his chance.
Tommy Reyes-Cruz takes the first pitch strike.
So game 3 of this series is scheduled for Tuesday night in Barrie. Game time is 7:35 p.m.
And game 4, which will happen, is back here at 7:30.
Wednesday night, yes.
Wednesday night. You laugh.
I've cleared my schedule with work.
I'm telling you.
Garces' pitch is poked foul off the bat of Reyes-Cruz.
Game 4 here on Wednesday night, and then back up the 400.
For game 5?
Which is very deceiving. You're not off the 400. Barrie Stadium is not off the 400.
No, it's not.
No,
it's
not
the middle
off the
of
400.
nowhere.
It's in Midhurst.
Great stadium.
It's just north of Barrie. It's in Midhurst. It's called the Barrie Community Sports Complex, despite it not even really being in Barrie proper.
I know. Yeah.
Out in Springwater Township.
Middle of the field.
0-2 to Reyes-Cruz, back up the middle, just misses Garces, and it's off the glove of Hernandez in the center field. A base hit for Reyes-Cruz.
Cardinals getting some life here in this inning.
So I'm going on record here. I said to you, I'm not looking at Neil right now. I said to you, this inning.
All right.
All right.
It's coming to fruition for you.
Yep.
All right.
When Jono says it, thy will be done.
Damn right.
That's how it works.
Oh, can I say damn? I'm sorry. That's a fine, probably.
Yeah. Corners will be in here for the Baycats against the Cardinals. As Carlos Dominguez last time up pushed one down behind Garces here, and he's probably Garces telling the third baseman to stick close.
So starting the third time through the order, Garces against the Cardinals.
Good pitch. Wow.
He was out in front of that one.
Macabroda in on the edge of the grass here, expecting the bunt from Dominguez. But Dominguez has also got good power, so you got to be careful. You're giving him the right field line now.
Hamilton had 2-1 in the second, stranded them both at first and second. Pitch from Garces in the dirt.
Boys, I'm going to let you go. I may come back to do a Cruz shutout, but let you go. Keep it here, watch here. I'm telling you.
I heard you.
Thanks, Jono.
Thank you, John. I really appreciate it. Garces pitch on the ground. Going to be a tough play to make two. Off to Francisco Hernandez from the seat of his pants. His brother makes the flip over. But the runners advance now with one out.
Runners on the corners now with one away for Tyler Duncan, who's struck out a pair of times in the contest. Both looking. Dominguez reaches on the fielder's choice, and I'd fully expect Carlos Dominguez to just probably either go first or second pitch in this situation to take out the double play option with Duncan at the plate.
We haven't seen Garces make a throw over to first a whole lot lately, the last few outings of his. But that stolen base definitely in play with the speedster on first. First pitch to Duncan is away.
Good stop by Plumpton to keep it in front of him here.
Russell Young, the runner at third base. Carlos Dominguez at first.
Huge hole for Duncan on the right side here.
Pitch from Garces into the zone. It's 1-1.
Duncan's just not seeing that off-speed pitch come across like he used to, or the breaking ball either. I don't know if he's just fooled by Frank's delivery here or what, but something's just not right with Duncan right now.
Came into this game having faced Garces in 6 previous matchups, struck out 10 times. Has struck out twice this afternoon. That one just misses the plate. 2-1.
Plumpton tried to hold that one in there to get that call, but to no avail. Garces at 68 pitches now into the 5th inning. The bullpen might as well be playing poker down there for the Barrie Baycats, because Frank ain't coming out of here for any time soon.
Garces, the 2-1. In there for a strike. It's 2-2. Duncan, as I mentioned, he struck out looking each of his first 2 times up this afternoon. It was a borderline call his last time up. I wonder what the approach is this time around on 2 strikes.
He's just got to put the ball in the play here somewhere. Plumpton sets up on the other half again.
The pitch is fouled off. Again, surprised to not have seen Dominguez break off first yet.
Yeah, I fully expected first or second pitch he'd be going to second or something, but I don't know. Maybe they just didn't want to take the bat out of Duncan's hands here.
But even just to take the double play out of order.
Well, exactly. You're playing with, you're down 4. You got to get runners in scoring position. You got to be in a position where, a single scores 2. Cut the lead in half.
Pitch to Duncan, fly ball, foul again, out of play on the left side.
Young's at third, Dominguez at first. Cardinals working with a 1 out here in the 5th.
First time a runner's gotten to third base on Garces this afternoon. Closest Hamilton's gotten to getting on the board in this series. Garces at 2-2, called strike 3. Duncan again, can't believe it. And a big out for Barrie, now 2 gone in the 5th.
And I bring up Brandon Nickel, who's 0 for 2 in the contest. He's flown up to center field and popped up to first here in the 3rd inning.
Another look at this strikeout pitch.
Getting right at the knees on the other half. Tyler Plumpton does a great job of framing that one up for the plate umpire.
You can kind of see the "oh, come on, man" reaction from Duncan on that one. Similar to his second K. Brandon Nickel trying to keep this inning going. He fouls the first pitch away. Seeing a sequence of signs here from Luis Bernardo at third base coach. And again, not a very big lead, but tough for the lefty on the mound with Dominguez at first.
Yeah, especially when he's got a bird's eye view when you're going on first there, and that one's on the ground. Slow roller to third, Nickel going up the line. Getting in time, Hernandez makes the play, and the inning's over.
Nice play by Brandon Hernandez to end this frame. Frank Garces gets out of it, strands a runner at third base. Barrie still holds a 4-0 lead heading into the 6th inning, this game 2 of the IBL Semi-Finals on Cable 14.
It's a summer of drama.
Pay strict attention to what I say.
Get in line. I'll be right out. It's a summer of romance. It's a summer of comedy.
You hungry? I got a sandwich I can finish.
It's a summer of action.
Right.
It's a summer of stars.
Bad guys, here I come.
Canada's largest children's book festival returns to the Royal Botanical Gardens on October 4th and 5th. The Telling Tales Festival features over 100 authors, illustrators, dancers, and musicians from across the country. Uncover your storytelling potential with multisensory activities, active play centers, and author signings created for little ones to young adults. Free and accessible family fun is happening at the Telling Tales Festival. Register for free at tellingtales.org.
Sixth inning of play here at Bernie Arbour Memorial Stadium. Julius Hurt, Neil Srivastava with you. 4-0 for the Barrie Baycats, who lead this series 1-0.
John's kid's getting the call down to the bullpen here to get loose with somebody.
Forget my kid.
And the bullpen is getting loose down there.
Owen Boone out for his 6th inning of work. Hayden Jaco to lead it off for Barrie.
Jaco's got a single and fly it to right field. And his return to the Baycats lineup.
Bottom third of the order here to start this 6th. He shows bunt and goes through it for a strike.
That's not a bad idea if you're the Baycats here. You know, forced its defense have already given you 3 errors in the contest to maybe make another one. Get some base runners going.
Jaco floats that over to right field. A nice running catch by Tommy Reyes-Cruz.
Tommy guns that one down. Jaco retired on the 4-3, or sorry, 4 unassisted.
Stepping up to the plate, catcher number 44, Tyler Plumpton.
Tyler Plumpton will come up here with 1 out.
We're looking down to see who is getting warmed up in the bullpen for the Cardinals.
Looks like Logan Workington going to get warmed up there, the lefty.
The God of War getting loose.
First pitch to Plumpton's outside. That one just missed high. Plumpton taking a patient approach here. His 2nd time up against Boone.
Boone at 74 pitches now in the contest.
Boone's 2-0, late call, but a strike.
On Officer Plumpton. Oh, it's funny during the All-Star ballot and everything else, we're getting all these Durham Regional Police Services votes, and I was like, oh, what the heck is going on? And then I realized who worked there, and I'm like, okay, this makes perfect sense now.
Exactly.
Between Josh Williams and Officer Plumpton, it's like, oh, this makes perfect sense now. I was like I'm looking at the ballots going, oh God, am I have to worry about the spam filter or something? Did somebody hack the Durham Regional Police system? And then I get a text message from Josh Williams, hey, I got all my buddies at work to vote for me. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That's a relief.
That's a relief. Thank God. I thought I was going to have to call it fraud prevention or something.
Right there.
2-2, Plumpton hits it into left field for a base hit.
Boone just got that one up in the wheelhouse too much for Mr. Plumpton, and he deposits in the left field for a 1-out single here in the 5th inning, or 6th inning, sorry.
Plumpton doesn't hit that hard, didn't swing that hard, but he's able to put that ball in the perfect spot on his bat. You saw it right there. Kind of barreled it up and gets into left field for a single.
I bring up Noah Hull's got a pair of singles in the contest and a run scored.
First career hit against Owen Boone for Tyler Plumpton. Came into that at-bat 0 for 4. First pitch to Hull is inside. It gets by Hernandez. Plumpton will move up to second base.
That'll be a wild pitch for sure. So that baseball is going to leave the game here, and Angel Castro is going to come out and have a conversation with his starting pitcher, Owen Boone. Workington definitely picked up the pace down there. It's getting loose in a hurry.
It's not Castro. Castro not here today.
Oh yes, it's not Castro. Well, they got the same sort of stature.
They do. Quick visit for Boone here. He's gone 5 1/3. He's allowed 4 runs.
On 9 hits, no less. But the errors have been huge nemesis for the Cardinals here in Game 2 as they were in Game 1.
2 errors in the first. Boone added on to that total with 1 of his own in the 3rd. A lot of mental errors as well, and you wouldn't see those in the box score.
Yep. 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Baycats. No runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for the Cardinals. So they're hitting the baseball, just unfortunately not to get the timely hit when they need it.
Another inside pitch moves it to 2-0. pitch from Boone. In the dirt again, but this time blocked by Hernandez. Noel McGarry Doyle on deck. Would be the 4th time through the order
against Boone.
From Boone, that one catches his own. 3-1. A lot of action now in that Cardinal bullpen. Workington still getting loose. The bodies have all migrated down there from the Cardinal dugout. 3-1, cut on and missed by Hall. The count is full.
Boone pitching from his have-to in this at-bat against Hull.
Three-two, 1 out. Boone's pitch. Called strike 3. Hall doesn't like the call, but he goes down looking for out number 2.
Just the 4th strikeout for Boone in the contest.
Stepping up to the plate, center fielder number 95, Noel McGarry.
Didn't have a K in any of the first 2 innings, but 1 in each of the last 4, including this one.
And that's going to likely be it here for him, as it's the top through the order here. And as Luis Bernardo is going to come out and get his starting pitcher, and his teammates are going to pick him up here.
Yeah, Bernardo not going to let Boone go through the order for a 4th time. Takes the baseball from his veteran right-hander and giving up for the bullpen. Logan Workington will come into the game.
Workington will come into this action with a 4-0 lead here, and a runner at second base, 1 away.
Workington had to start the last game of the regular season between these 2 teams in Barrie, and he looked like he kind of deserved a spot in the rotation with an outing like that.
Yeah, he definitely did. He had a great outing. Wasn't when he was called upon to fill in a little bit against the Baycats. Cesar Rosado started that contest for the Baycats. Didn't go too long. But I think that was by design as well.
Yeah, it definitely was. Didn't get roughed up as much as maybe the outing with the length would have showed you, but
yeah.
Workington, the Manitoban, first IBL season, had 2 previous appearances in the playoffs so far. But he's only gone a 1/3 of an inning.
Yeah, he's more of a situational guy who will come in when, okay, you got to face this batter, or somebody's been through the order 3 times in this situation. Or he's just probably coming down here and, okay, you're going to shut this inning down, and then somebody else will come in and start fresh in the 7th.
Kind of like what we saw with Stephen Hospital in game 1. Gets 1 pitch, and that's his whole outing.
Yeah, and that happens, like, because Hospital, Swarovski, those guys have been in that role all season long. Usually held to 1 inning, or they get a couple batters in this inning just to change the arm line up and everything else, and then hand the ball off to somebody else. Cardinals did a good job in the offseason of acquiring those arms to fill those roles.
It seems like a perfect spot for Workington right here. You get back to the top of the Baycats order. Would have been the 4th time through against Owen Boone, and a lefty, Noel McGarry Doyle, be the first batter he faces.
Gary Doyle is 2 for 3 in the contest. Actually 2 for 2 with a sack in the 4th inning.
Steps in with Tyler Plumpton on second base, 2 out. Baycats trying to give Garces more run support. They lead at 4-0. First pitch from the lefty Workington, swung on and missed by McGarry Doyle.
Not afraid to challenge him right off this first pitcher.
Workington in that appearance against the Baycats, as we get a quick conversation with Yammer Hernandez. 5 innings pitch, only let 3 hits. Didn't walk a batter, had 5 strikeouts, and no runs allowed, getting the win. Final regular season meeting, the final weekend of the regular season.
As you see, it starts him off with a high fastball out of the zone here. Not sure if they were on the same page as far as signs, and maybe that's what got quite a conversation prompted right after that first pitch. It's like, no, we're using these signs. That's not where I wanted that one. But regardless, they got the strike and they got the chase.
Workington will reset here. Gary Doyle awaits an 0-1. Lefty deals in the dirt.
Gary Doyle thought about swinging on that one, but held back.
One, runner at second, 2 out. Orkington on the ground is second. Tommy Reyes Cruz, a routine play, gets the speedy McGarry Doyle to end the inning. Orkington does his job in relief of Owen Boone. Strands a runner in scoring position. Still 4-0 Barrie as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning here in game 2.
Cardinals down, counting down the outs here, down by 4. But getting the job done on defense the last couple innings here from Hammond to Boone. Boone gets off the hill, only down by 4. Cardinals are looking to get the bats going when they come up to the 6th inning. We'll take a quick pause in the action and say hello to our friends at Rawlings, Canada.
My first professional glove, that's the one I remember the most. When I was coming up, even though it wasn't that long ago, having your name on a glove was a big deal.
And we're back here in Bernie Arbour Stadium. 4-0 is your score on Cable 14. Initial Waspa, Julius Hearn on the call. Thanks again, Julius, for pinch hitting this afternoon. Really great to have you up here. And there's a Rawlings glove in the corner here of the Cardinals bullpen, or the Cardinals dugout.
Really aesthetically pleasing. The Cardinal hat on it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
exactly. Almost like we placed it on there, planned it or something. Yama Hernandez will lead things off, followed by Jaden Brown and Nico Kikatos. These guys have been doing some things. Hernandez is over 2, but Brown and Kikatos have been on base a couple of times each. Or sorry, once each. Kikatos twice.
Frank Garces still rolling. Going into inning number 6.
You can see Fernando Rodney doing the publicity down the baselines, as always.
From what I've heard, I've asked Tyler Duncan about what it's like being teammates with Fernando Rodney this year. And the players have gotten a lot out of Fernando Rodney, kind of being on the team in the way that major league mentality. But he enjoys being here too as much as the
I know.
players
Like he seems like he's one of the guys down there. Like, I have not actually introduced myself to him just because, again, it's just, I don't know, something in my head just goes, you're a broadcaster, he's a player, you got to kind of keep that line here. But at the same time, the back of my head going, I've been a lifelong Fernando Rodney fan.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I introduced myself very briefly at the All-Star game, just went and shook his hand, said hello, and said, one of the broadcasters, nice to meet you. That was pretty much it. That was the whole interaction with Fernando Rodney. But great to see him in this league, and the league really kind of going further and further, getting more successful as
as you hear the rumors of this league going professional next year and everything else, and it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. As Yama Hernandez is going to lead things off against Mr. Garces and company here, down by 4.
4, 5, 6 in the Cardinal order. Against the Dominican lefty, the first pitch just catches the plate.
Hernandez didn't like that call at all, but it is what it is. 0-1 the call now.
That went further outside, call the ball.
Not sure who's waving their arms down here. Is that Sano or is that...
That's Sano.
Yeah. He's just getting his arms loose. I don't think he's going to be needed anytime quite soon here.
And some words here between Yama Hernandez and home plate umpire Rob Stevenson. Luis Bernardo having to come and separate.
Him and Tyler Plumpton having some words back here. Not sure why, but they are.
Luis Bernardo being prompted to go back to the coach's box. So it's words between Hernandez and Plumpton there. I wonder what was said there. Rob Stevenson trying to disperse the tension here a little bit.
Bernardo having words with Garces as he's going back to the box.
So reset here, 1-1 count. So Yammer is fouled back to the backstop. Obviously, Hernandez has been seeing the same strike zone all evening from the catcher's perspective.
Yeah. I don't know if Plumpton said something or just made a motion or something, but yeah. Armour didn't like it, whatever it was.
1-2 on the ground to third. A high hop for Adam Odd takes care of it. Throw on to first is on the money for out number 1.
The Baycats bench doing something down there. Not sure what was with the arm motions, but the whole team in tandem down there.
Can't quite see it from my point of view, but
just saw the arm sticking out. I don't know what it was.
the look at this ground ball as first pitch to Jaden Brown's fouled off. So 0-1 the count here on Brown.
Brown is 1 for 2. He singled his first time up, struck out his last time. Takes that one inside. Count 1-1 now.
See with both of these dugouts, you can tell that the energy is higher, the stakes are higher, and everyone's more involved even if they're not on the field.
Oh, misses outside on Brown. 2-1 the count now.
Brown 1 for 2 with a strikeout. 3 Ks in yesterday's game against Rosado and Henriquez. That one outside again. 3-1 the count now. I don't see a lot of these 3-ball counts from Frank Garces.
No, it's very rare when he gets to this point. 3-2 I can imagine, but not 3-1. But he is human after all.
3-1. Fly ball, right center field. Long run for Noel McGarry Doyle, and he dives, and he makes the catch.
Wow.
What a catch from Noel McGarry Doyle. A long run, a crazy dive to rob Jaden Brown.
I thought for sure that was going to find gap, but not in Noel's world anyways. There's Brown, he's just even walking around the bases here. A lot of ground to cover here.
Full extension and gets it just above the ground. 2 out in the inning. Couple sparkling plays from this Baycats defense.
Picatos is 2 for 2 in the contest. Takes ball 1 here from Garces.
Garces, the 1-0, just misses again, 2-0. Picatos still only Cardinal that's bested Garces both times he's been up. Couple singles his first 2 times. Swings and misses through that breaking ball. Garces shakes off a couple of Plumpton signs, delivers a 2-1. Another off speed, gets the best of Picatos out in front. Yolki Pena on deck if Picatos can extend this inning. Garces deals on the ground. Shallow left side, Adam Odd charges in and drops it.
A tough play. It would have been on the run anyways. I'm not sure if they would have got Picatos going down the line or not, so we'll have to see how the official scorer writes that one up.
Adam Odd charging in. Looked like he would have had a throw there in time, just in terms of the timing. Having to charge on that play, but transfer over and falls to the ground. And this 6th inning will continue for Yolki Pena.
Pena's 0 for 2. He struck out looking and popped up to the shortstop.
Pops that one foul, but it's out of play.
Everybody clap your hands.
Hamilton's done a nice job of putting the pressure on Garces. Much different than what we saw against Cesar Rosado in game 1, but they still haven't been able to play to run.
Picatos gets it officially in the score sheet as a single.
Breaking ball outside, it's 1-1. 3 singles on the game for Nico Kakados.
7 in the contest now for the Cardinals, but no runs to show for it.
1-1 to Pena. Fly ball foul again on the left side. We know Frank Garces is, you know, that it's a pitcher that very, very often hits that first pitch strike. But, you know, kind of lacking a little bit, especially in this inning. Getting behind in counts early is uncharacteristic of him. But he's got a 1-2 here on Pena, trying to get out of this 6th. Fouled off again.
And like you said, he's on 4 days rest here, so it's, you know, it's probably starting to take a toll a little bit too.
Baycats bullpen seems like everyone would be available. Ramon Henriquez came on in relief, the only bullpen arm used in game 1 at a 3-inning save. The 1-2 again, popped up into center field. Noel McGarry-Doyle with a much easier catch this time. And he makes the grab to end the frame. 6 scoreless already here for Frank Garces. The Baycats lead at 4-0.
Of course, now it's time to shout out our friends at Little Caesars Pizza for providing the crew meals as they always do. Hot and ready is always ready for you guys. Make sure you check out our friends at 280 Queenston Road here and 2273 Rydell Road East in Hamilton. Make sure you get your Little Caesars there. And of course, you got to get the Crazy Bread.
Of course.
You got to get the Crazy Bread.
How do you not go to Little Caesars and not get the Crazy Bread?
I don't know. Like, it's just unheard of. Like, we have to get 2 every time we go because the girls will eat them off themselves. That's usually all I usually want is a couple pieces of Crazy Bread, and I'm usually good because, you know, I'm not a big pizza guy. But everybody else in the house loves the pizza. They love the stuffed crust pizza as well.
My family's always a huge fan of the deep dish Italian bread.
Yep.
That's go-to.
Off to the top of the 7th inning here. Cardinals down 4-0. Neil Srivastava, Julius Turn on the call. As Logan Workington go back out to work here. Got the big out he needed in the 6th inning, and now gets a chance to start with a clean inning.
Yeah, very different from what we saw with Stephen Hospital. He came in for Caleb Sorosky in game 1, had 1 pitch and 1 out, and that was it for his outing.
Yep.
And then Connor Corey comes in after him.
And for Stephen Hospital, it's just probably you exercise the demons against these Baycats.
Yeah, really struggled against Barrie this year, including a loss, a late inning loss here in Hamilton. But
that extra inning game.
Yeah.
That game was wild, though.
That was an insane game. I was up, you know, kind of on the railing for most of it. I went down to the dugout for the 9th inning. And
well, you guys had a big lead, and we came back and tied it. And then it's like we went in the extra innings, and just weirdness happened. The 9th inning ended on a weird play at home.
Yep.
It was just like, okay, how do you top that? You know, it's like that little Baycats came out and they got a couple runs off Hospital in the 10th inning, and that was the difference in that one.
It's kind of the Baycats, you know, a couple errors for Barrie that really set up that crazy finish in the 9th.
Yeah.
Brandon Hernandez will lead it off here in the 7th. He shows bunt and gets it down in front of the plate. And a nice play off the mound for Workington, but the throw can't be scooped there by Kakados. So it looked like it might have gone off the front of the bag.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, that'll be an infield hit for Brandon Hernandez.
Hernandez will lead things off with an infield single. Yeah, just not the best throws because getting you're off balance here, and they just kind of threw it at the dirt almost. Instead of throwing it to the glove, it was more at the base.
Kakados nearly scooped that, but coming out of his glove in the midst of all that dust from Hernandez's steps. He leads off first, his brother Francisco at the dish.
His brother's 0 for 3 in the contest.
He shows bunt as well, but pulls back.
Big Catch just trying to get another run here to take some pressure off. Maybe convince Frank that, hey, you may want to, we got a 5-0 lead. It's okay to let the bullpen take over now.
Runs in each of the first 3 innings, but the last 3 they've been held scoreless by Boone, and then later Workington, another bunt. That one's foul off the bat of Francisco Hernandez.
Tried to push it, but pushed a little too far, foul. The count 1-1 now.
Workington came in and got 1 out back in the 6th, left a runner on second base. Barrie hasn't had a runner to third since they last scored in the 3rd. Lefty deals, the runner goes. Pitch is scooped by Hernandez, and Brendan Hernandez steals second. The throw goes into center. Throw from Duncan to third. Hernandez, and looks like the ball hit him on the throw in.
He does some push-ups at third base.
Stolen base, and he advances to third on another error by Hamilton. Have another look at it here, and off on the pitch, and that'd be a scoop by Hernandez.
Yeah, just a throw, a really high throw that goes into center field here, and Brandon Hernandez almost gets thrown out going to third, but the throw seems to be, goes off his buttocks actually.
If he hesitates rounding second, he doesn't make it to third base.
No, he doesn't. But he went realizing the ball was over his head there, and that's why he's standing at third. It's a stolen base, E2 on the throw, puts him at third base.
Swing and a miss from Francisco. It's 2-2, and now the whole Cardinal infield playing in on the grass.
Well, you have to be now in this situation. You got to take this ball, and you got to hold the runner at third and go across the diamond here to get the out.
Runner on third. 2-2 count, nobody out. Francisco Hernandez takes ball 3.
Cardinals fans not liking that call.
Great turnout at the ballpark for this game 2.
Indeed it was.
3-2, lifted foul on the right side. Off the end of Hernandez's bat.
Just a good job of fouling that one off to stay alive here and just hoping for another pitch in his wheelhouse here. Knowing he can't do much with it, so he's just going to foul it off.
He's 0 for 3 so far, struck out his last time up. 3-2 from Workington. On the ground, a high chopper to third. Jaden Brown has one play as to first, and he makes it, but another Barrie run will score. It's 5-0.
5-3 goes to put out, give Francisco Hernandez the RBI. One away now, and it's 5-0 for the Baycats here in the 7th inning.
No real play at home for Jaden Brown. That ball chopped so high. Brandon Hernandez scoring easily. So clean slate here for Logan Workington. Nobody on. Nolan McAbro at the plate with one out. Curveball inside.
Workington just trying to keep him honest at the plate here, keep him off the plate.
Lefty pitching out of the stretch with nobody on. 1-0 pitch is called a strike. Still no action in that Barrie bullpen, and nobody up and throwing in Hamilton's. 1-1 on the ground foul.
Good cut by McAbro on that offering.
A little bit of stirring in Hamilton's bullpen, but all the arms down there still seated.
Somebody doing some band work down in the Baycats one, but I think they're just...
Cut on and miss. Macabrodo goes down on strikes. 2 gone here in the 7th.
We'll bring up Tristan Clark now, who's 1 for 3 in the contest, reached on an error, singled, got thrown out at second base on the caught stealing attempt, and struck out in the 5th.
Workington just gets Macabrodo with a fastball. And
what a great story Tristan Clark's been this year, too, because from all accounts I've heard and everything else, he played for Baseball Canada, he was in the national junior team. He fell in love down in the States and pretty much was just playing men's league baseball.
First pitch to him is called a strike. Yeah, he was trying to stay in baseball in Oklahoma as much as he could. He was, he played at the University of New Orleans, and, at a junior college, met his now wife. They have 4 kids.
Yep. And just the sacrifices that family's made, to let him come up here this year and everything else. And I imagine it's got to be hard for the kids. It's got to be hard for him, too, just because, again, you're away from your family.
Absolutely. His wife came up for the All-Star game, and his wife and kids came up for one other trip this year for a full weekend of games.
Just seems like a great story, and he's made so many highlight reel catches out there.
On the ground, a hot shot over the head of Jaden Brown at third base. This could be extra bases for Clark. A wide turnaround first, but another deep single down the line to extend this 7th.
Clark comes through with a 2-out single here. hit that one pretty hard, and that one just prototypical. If the ground is a lot softer, Brown has a beat on it, but unfortunately it's not. It's like a cement pad out there, or as your guys mentioned, it's a parking lot.
It's a parking lot. It's a shallow. There's not a whole lot of dirt, and the infield grass is just it's rock hard with no rain here in the last couple months. First pitch to Adamod's inside. Even further on Tristan Clark here. At the All-Star game, he was telling me that he was talking to a lot of guys and from other teams, and they were surprised that he'd never played pro baseball before.
Well, I was going through the thing and everything. Okay, so does he qualify for Rookie of the Year? And yeah, he does, because he hadn't played pro. He hadn't played pro, so he was allowed. Plus the other requirement is you have to be Canadian, and he checks both the boxes off. Whereas last year, Seth Strong wasn't eligible to be Rookie of the Year because he had played pro and he was an American.
Adamon sees that one inside. Yeah, Clark, former Nationals draft pick. So, he had the opportunity, didn't sign, and ended up going to school and had a great year eventually at the University of New Orleans when he got to Division I.
Yeah. Again, I remember going through his highlights as well, just because, again, was looking around, trying to do some background on some of these guys, and it's like you see this highlight of this guy playing and going, he had all the tools.
He had all the tools. He's represented this team. He's really been more of that soft-spoken leadership role on the Bay Cats.
Yeah. And it's so grateful for the opportunity. Like anything I've seen, his posts and everything on Instagram and everything else, he's just grateful for the opportunity. And that's what I love about guys like this in this league.
He's a lead-by-example type of character. It's the kind of guy you want to be associated with.
No question.
He stands on first base. 2-1 count, 2 out. Adamon up. Ground ball, first base, a diving stab by Kikatos. Touches the bag to end the inning. Logan Workington gives up one, but gets out of the Bay Cats lead 5-0 as we head to stretch time here at Bernie Arbour Memorial, Game 2 of the IBL Semi-Finals on Cable 14.
And if you're the Cardinals, you come back in this inning and go, yeah, you know what? Hey, we've got to get a run here. We got to get something going, guys, because we got to build off this one. This one might be out of play here, but, we got to make a series out of this.
Nice play there by Kikatos. Going to kind of dive, glove right on the bag as he comes up with it.
It's a 7th inning stretch here. We got guests on the microphone down there. As Emily's handing off the mic to somebody else down, and they're singing along.
The great Emily Thompson, having some fans lead us through the take me out to the ball game.
She's a walking energy drink. That's the best way to put it.
It's fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Great representation of the energy at the park, right?
Well, I remember when she started 2 years ago. I didn't know if she was going to last, and then, she just found her own and made it her own. And, it's great to see because now people come see Emily. And she's got her own jersey and got everything else. She's got her own following. She's got she's got her own things here.
It's so great to see. Being at the All-Star game, that was really her time to shine.
Yeah. Oh,
right? Fantastic stuff.
Oh, yeah. Russell Young will lead things off, and followed by Tommy Reyes Cruz and then Carlos Dominguez.
Frank Garces not giving up the ball, going out for the 7th inning. He's held the Cardinals scoreless.
Well, somebody's going jogging down the bullpen now, so I'm not sure if that's with a message that Frank says nobody's getting up today or what.
Well, that's Carlos to know. I think he's just walking down to take a seat because a lot of the other Bay Cats relievers.
Yeah, they're all down there.
Not up and moving.
Nope.
Even Andrew Johnson's down there, full gear, waiting for the signal to get anyone working.
Yep.
But with Frank Garces on the mound, that might not happen.
Of course. Andrew Johnson went over to the European Championships not so long ago as well. Of course, the former Cardinal, now with the Bay Cats. Came home with a gold medal.
Yeah, 23 European Championships with the Great Britain national team.
I'm looking forward to watching him play with the Griffins in a couple of days, too, so that'll be fun. Which reminds me, they haven't reached out to tell me what games I got to call this year. So, hey, you might want to pick that up. Or I'm going to be sitting at home watching.
It seems like the skill level in OUA baseball is really improving too.
It has.
Great
Like
to see.
when I first got involved in the early, I want to say 1996 was the first year I got involved. It was a club sport, and you weren't sure what you're going to do because guys are paying $400 to play baseball just for a couple extra weeks. Now it's grown into things with the OUA and everything else. It's not a fully varsity sports for a lot of teams yet. There's still club statuses and whatever they call it, tier 2 and whatever else, but it's grown by leaps and bounds, and the baseball's great.
0-2 hit on the ground. McElbro's got a long way to go. Garces covering the bag, and he gets there in time. Russell Young retired on a really tough ground ball play for McElbro and Garces.
It's a great job by Garces to get over there in time to beat Young down in the foot race.
Look, see how deep this ground ball was for McElbro.
Stepping up to the plate, second baseman number 25, Tommy.
Just gets there in time.
Bang,
Very
bang.
close. Sean Schaefer down the line right on the play as well. Wow.
That's so close.
So very close. Young retired on the 3-1 putout, one away here in the 7th.
It's Tommy Reyes Cruz up for the 3rd time against Garces. It's 1 for 2. He bunts it down the first base line, but it's right at the bag, and McElbro will step on it for out number 2, just over the bag.
I think Tommy was hoping that would hit the grass and die a little bit, but unfortunately hit nothing but dirt and just kept going. 2 away now.
Well, if you're looking for a perfectly straight bunt at that first base line, he got it, but not what you want in that scenario.
3 unassisted goes to put out for the 2nd out of the 7th inning, and Carlos Dominguez will be the batter now. 1 for 3 in the contest, single in the 3rd inning.
So Garces starting his 4th time through this Cardinal order. With a 5-0 lead. Another bunt shown by Dominguez, and he takes it back for a called strike.
Adam Ladd was creeping in there to take that one away after he hit it down the 3rd base side. But Dominguez will typically push it behind just off to the side of the pitcher's mound here.
Swings at that one, lines it into center field. It'll hang up for Noel McGarry-Doyle. A 1-2-3 7th.
Frank with that arm motion, that usually tells me he's done, but I'm not sure.
The flex from Frank Garces on the way back to the Barrie dugout. 5-0 the score for the visitors here in Game 2 of the IBL Semis.
Get ready, Hamilton. Steel City Sportscast is coming this September. Your new go-to show for Tiger Cats, Forge FC, NFL, NBA, NHL, and all your fantasy sports action. We've got the plays, the stats, the hot takes, everything you need to stay on top of the game. Don't miss out. Steel City Sportscast, where the game never stops.
Do you spend much of your life feeling stressed, tense, or exhausted? Do you wish you could make friends with your body and increase your strength and flexibility? Yoga is an ancient, science-backed practice that can provide relief from the demands of everyday life. My name is Katie McClelland, and I am passionate about sharing this practice. New episodes of Yoga with Katie return on October 6th at 10:30 p.m.
Of play here at Bernie Arbour Memorial Stadium. Julius Hearn along with Neil Srivastava. Baycats lead the series 1-0 and lead this game 5-0.
Hamilton Cardinals have not scored runs in 19 innings now.
That's a really rough stretch.
That is. Of course, that was the last time they scored was the 6th inning against the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers in that 15-4 game 4. 2 runs across in the 6th inning was the last time they scored.
Shutout by Baycats pitching in game 1. Cesar Rosado and Ramon Henriquez, and through the first 7 against Frank Garces here at home. Logan Workington back out for another inning, and the first pitch to Hayden Jaco is just outside.
Jaco is 1 for 3 in the contest. He's singled in the 3rd inning.
1-0. Fly ball left field, fairly shallow out there to make the catch is Brandon Nickel.
1 away here in the 8th inning on the F6 put out by Nickel. And Tyler Plumpton with the batter now.
Stepping up to the plate, the catcher.
Workington getting the bottom third of the Baycats order here in the 8th.
Somebody might have to get Josh a fisherman's friend after that call. For a little, oh, he's got them right. Oh, he's got some halls behind us. So, you know, the typical PA announcer always comes prepared.
That's how you know he's a pro.
Yep.
Tyler Plumpton sees the first pitch low.
There is activity down in the Baycats bullpen now. Somebody is getting loose down there.
That's Braden Packle, the left-hander. Plumpton fouls it back to the screen. Seen that a lot with Frank Garces starts, and despite Packle being a lefty as well, you see him come in right after Garces quite a bit.
Well, it's usually just a change of speed too, and a change of arm action and arm angle. That's enough to usually keep some teams, you know, second guessing themselves.
And it's been successful for Barrie. Packle have been a very reliable reliever this year. Tyler Plumpton gets that one inside. Chris Nagorski, Jason Rhodes, Carlos Sano also available. So is Ramon Henriquez, despite pitching in game 1. Two-1 to Plumpton. He drives that one into left field. That's a hang up there for Yoki Pena. 2 down.
Got a hanger in the air there, and that one just hung up a little too long for Plumpton. 2 away now for Noah Hull. He was 2 for 3 in the contest, struck out looking his last time up.
Plumpton, despite that wrist injury, has been able to put some really nice swings on the baseball. Immediately, a couple games after, taking BP was really a struggle for him, and that's why he wasn't able to compete in the last 3 games of the Toronto series. Welcome back to the lineup for him in this series. First pitch to Noah Hull, just catches the zone.
Jays up 8-4 over Milwaukee, hoping for not to avoid another Hoffman incident after yesterday. That was hard to watch. That was very hard to watch. I think I was cursing at my television set. Well, it wasn't a television, one of the monitors upstairs. I got 3 games on yesterday, and it was just like cursing at one of them going. And everybody immediately thought I was talking about the IBL game. I'm like, no, that's not the IBL game.
Noah Hull lifts it into left field and coming on and making a really tough play there for Yoki Pena in and out of his glove. Noah Hull will get on with 2 out here in the 8th.
You got to give him a single on that one because Pena had to pretty much come out of his boots trying to get to that baseball.
I'll have another look at it here. It was more of a sinking line drive for Pena.
He's just lucky he knocked it down because if it gets behind him, Hull's got himself a triple. If not more.
Right on the palm of his glove, it looked like, too, and that's a tough play to make, you know, not getting it in the webbing.
Yankees are tied at 2-piece here. The Yankees are quietly coming back in that conversation with the Jays' struggles this week. 2 games back right now.
It's going to be really exciting to see, you know, that late season surge.
Yeah.
The American League East. That might be the one division to watch in baseball in the major leagues. 0-1 to Noel McGarry-Doyle is outside.
I don't know. Something tells me if the Padres somehow sneak in, they're going to knock some people off.
They look really good. I'm really liking the way that roster's shaping up.
As a Jays fan, I'm just hoping the Jays somehow get in there. Somehow hold it together, please.
Well, McGarry-Doyle lines just over a leaping Brandon Nickel at second base. Back-to-back singles with 2 out for Barrie.
Baycats have been hitting the baseball pretty hard today.
Brandon Nickel, a really valiant leap here, kind of in between his arm and his head almost.
He was so close to that one, but yet so far.
First and second with 2 out against Logan Workington. Be Brandon Hernandez. Morganton's first pitch. That one's outside in the dirt.
I believe it's Boato getting loose down there.
Yeah, you're correct. Boato, another left-hander, so left-handers for both teams up in their respective bullpens with Pakala for Barrie. 1-0 for Morganton, popped out of play by Hernandez.
Cardinals fans has definitely stuck it out here tonight. Not too many have left, that's for sure. Trying to rally this team back.
1-1. Popped out of play again on the left side. You know, with these fans here, kind of tell that the offensive, you know, lack of firepower, so to speak, Cardinals being held scoreless is kind of getting to the fans too.
Yeah. A big crowd again. Left field dugouts, or the left field grandstand is completely full. It was pretty much 3/4 of the way full down the right field line. This good old Bernie holds about 3,000 officially, so probably about 2,500 in attendance again.
Caught on a miss, foul tip into the glove from Brandon Hernandez, and a big strikeout from Logan Morganton to end the 8th inning. Cardinals trying to claw their way back into this one. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning, 5-0 Barrie here in game 2.
So looking at the out-of-town scoreboard, just underway in Guelph. Mullen Jackfish and Wolf Royals in game 2 of that series. Just starting at Hastings Stadium.
Braden Pakala coming into this game for the Barrie Bay Cats. So Frank Garces' outing is done. 7 scoreless innings.
If you're the Cardinals fans, you're just happy, okay, Frank's off the mound here. We got an opportunity now to get something going. Let's put it behind us. Royals and Jackfish in the bottom of the first inning. Euclid's Lair taking on Jacob Cush in that game. Of course, both of those series will resume action on Tuesday night. Game 3 of this series goes in Barrie. Game time is 7:35 p.m. And I believe it's a 7:15 start in Welland for game 3 as well on Tuesday night. So if you're an IBL fan, you're going to have to either find a second screen or do what I do, put the laptop or something else up on there and just have them both on.
Go if you're strapped for screens.
Yeah.
Gotta go phone.
Yep, phone down in the corner or something.
Exactly.
And just have the other one go in the corner and flip back and forth. Yep, of course you catch the action from the Barrie Baycats game on cable14.now or cable14now.com, or you can watch it directly on Cable 14 in the Hamilton area. If you're in the Barrie Baycats area, you can watch it on Rogers TV, or you can catch it on Baycats TV on YouTube as well. Ben and Julius will have the call for you Tuesday night. I'll be pacing around my living room. Probably driving poor Jenny nuts.
Well, thank you guys again for having me in the booth today.
Thanks for stepping in today. Really appreciate it.
The crew's been great to me both times I've joined in, so I've really enjoyed myself here in Hamilton.
I consider myself very, very lucky to work with these guys on a daily basis. They go above and beyond, and, you know, they're always willing to try new things too. So it's just like, hey, you know what? Different angles and everything else. We got Lauren that keeps us in mind up here, and then we got the volunteers down the line and running the cameras throughout the various places too. So we got somebody sitting out in center field, you know, working on their suntan, but working the camera. And they get free swag too, you know. I got sweatshirts and everything else. I was wearing my Cable 14 broadcast shirt yesterday around the shopping plaza, and everybody else was like, what is that from?
Ground ball up the middle off Tyler Duncan, and the throw from Brandon Hernandez is wide at first. Nobody backing up, so Duncan's going to take second base easily, and that's a really great start for the Cardinals here in the 8th.
And you know, that's what they needed to go. They got to get the unofficial captain of this team going. As he gets down the line, that was just a wide throw here. Hernandez rushed it a little bit, trying to give credit to Tyler Duncan and his speed here.
So it's going to be an E6.
Two-base error. And Brandon Nick will be the batter, 0 for 3 in the contest so far.
Even when you're in a relative slump like Tyler Duncan is, especially to start off this series with so far 5 strikeouts, even just getting on base, even by an error, or even a fielder's choice feels good.
Exactly. As we mentioned, they haven't scored since the 6th inning in that Chatham-Kent-Barnstormers game, which was 17 innings ago.
Pakala to Nickel on the ground, deep in the hole. Hernandez going to have no play.
Nope. And that's probably the smart thing you can do on that one. He realized, okay, yeah, looking up and going, yeah, there's no way I'm throwing from here. An infield single for Nickel. His first of the contest. 1 for 4 now. And Yammer Hernandez will step to the plate now.
Ground ball off the bat of Nickel there. Can't blame Brandon Hernandez for making that decision, because then you risk Tyler Duncan moving up to 3rd on that as well.
And if he doesn't get to that ball, Duncan's easily going to 3rd. And Nickel's probably thinking about 2nd because Tristan Clark is way out in left center.
First pitch to Yammer Hernandez is outside. The 1-0. Fouled off. Saw Noah Macabrota playing kind of in front of the first base bag there, but the rest of his fellow infielders.
They're playing a double play depth, and they're playing back here, just trying to, okay, put up the middle, we're flipping to 2. Mac will have time to get the first.
1-1. Swing and a miss from Hernandez. See Carlos Sano now warming up in the Bay Cats bullpen. Still has the hoodie on, though.
Well, he probably thinks it's cold.
He probably wants another campfire down.
Yeah, exactly, you know. So can we confirm they did not have marshmallows down there and everything?
I can confirm.
Okay. I was just curious.
I would have loved to see that, though.
Yeah. Maybe next year.
1-2, just outside.
I believe the cold snap is over, so Tuesday night should be back to normal, somewhat summer weather anyways.
Exactly.
But just pack the sweatshirt just in case. Plus you are going to Barrie, so you got to bring the bug spray too. Do you guys still hand out bug spray there, or is it no?
The bugs haven't been bad since I started there, to be honest. Not as bad as when I played there.
Yeah.
Lifted into center field, Noel McGarry Doyle has to come in. He makes an easy catch. That's the first out of the inning, and a big one for Braden Pakala.
Well, I remember my first time going down there, and I want to say it was like 2006. The black flies were huge.
Oh, yes.
The poutine, of course, John was in my ear saying the poutine was killer in Barrie, so props out to the commissaries down there.
I will say, so Jono was down the field with myself, Dylan Quinn, Peyton Castellato, our video crew.
Yeah.
And he asked, where's the food? Is food good here? And Dylan said, get the poutine. It's fire.
Yeah.
So shout out Dylan Quinn.
Dylan Quinn, yeah. Dylan takes great shots, by the way.
Absolutely.
I wish he would tag the league in those things, but, you know, that's not my place. He does a great job.
Oh, 0-1 here on Jaden Brown. Takes that one for a strike. Brandon Nickel at first, Tyler Duncan at second.
I'm eagerly anticipating his next part of that docu-series he's working on, too.
That one just catches the zone. That docu-series, I'm a part of it too a little bit.
Yeah.
As that one's outside, it's a lot of work. And
no question.
The first episode was a lot of work because we tried to tailor, bring in some of the backstory of last year and Josh Matlow kind of coming into the organization.
Mm-hmm.
The next few episodes should be a breeze to edit through relative to the first one. 2-2 now the count.
So the next one obviously is going to be purely on this playoff run, or is this going to be kind of more of a backstory as well?
The playoff runs will be kind of their own episodes, I think.
Okay.
I think the regular season will be the next 2 or 3 episodes.
Okay.
It's also about telling the story of the players themselves. We've interviewed the Hernandez brothers, we've interviewed Noah Macabrota, Noah Hall, Tristan Clark, Noel McGarry Doyle, Ryan Rio again, I believe. 2-2 on the ground. Charging in is Adam Ott. He'll have one play. It's to first, and he makes the throw in time.
Brown retired on the 5-3 put out. 2 away now. Nico Kakatos, who's 3 for 3 in the contest.
Maybe the only batter in that Hamilton lineup. Maybe a bit sad that Garces no longer on the mound the way he had success against him.
He might be the only guy that would ever request taking Franco back out there. Said by nobody else ever.
He's got 2 in scoring position now. Second time Hamilton's had a runner at third. First pitch from Pakala just misses. Kados was previously 1 for 4 in his career against Garcettes.
Well, he definitely upped those stakes and upped that average today.
Pakala fires a 2-0. It's on the ground right side. It's through for a base hit. Duncan comes in to score. Nickel getting the wave. The throw into home is in time. A great throw from Hayden Jaco in right field to cut down Nickel. But Hamilton finally on the board in this series, an RBI single, as Nickel has some words for home plate umpire Rod Stevenson.
I think he just got tossed in the game because I think there's contact rules.
Great throw here from Hayden Jaco. One hop to Plumpton.
Plus he was arguing about when he was blocking the plate completely.
1 run on 3 hits, 1 on base. Score is 5-1 Barrie as we head to the top.
Hard to see on that one, but yeah, he definitely was just blocked the. Yeah, he completely blocked the plate. There's no place for him to go. And that's probably what he was arguing. But he's fully got the plate blocked.
Plumpton had to turn after he caught the ball, it looked like there.
If you have ticket number D-.
They give him a little bit of a shove as he's trying to get him back him off here too.
Once again, ticket number D-6563. Please go to the cancer.
There you go to the wide shot there, and just another great angle of this play. But yeah, Nickel didn't have any place to slide into. The plate was completely covered. And that's not Plumpton's fault either, it's just how the throw was and where he was position-wise. We'll have a quick pause in the action here on Cable 14 before the new pitcher comes over. As Chris Boato gets loose here for the Cardinals to take the 9th inning. 5-1 is your score here on Cable 14. Neil Srsan, Julius Hearn on the call.
Another left-hander in the game for Hamilton, Chris Boato. Hamilton finally on the board with that RBI single from Kakados.
Boato will come in. We have a shot of the inside the truck coming momentarily here too. So we show you behind the scenes here on Cable 14. So you're popping into the truck once again. Our hardworking volunteers behind the scenes keeping us on pace here. And we're into the 9th inning now.
Neil, have you done any of the rolls in the truck yet?
Not here, but way back. Actually, my first co-op placement in high school was actually with Channel 8 in Guelph. Way back when. So yeah, I was in a lot of stuff on the truck. I used to love doing it. I used to love directing. I used to love doing like cutting and everything else and being just a part of the action. And that's probably how I got really started in baseball. It's because, you know, it was like, okay, my co-op placement was from high school, and it was like, oh, got to a baseball season, and it's like I wanted to introduce myself to the guys that were running the Royals at the time. It's like, before I knew it, it was just filling on the PA system, and that's how I got started way back when.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And of course, in the center field camera is the guy from Barrie. It's Brian Backlund way out in center field, way out there. Hey, Brian, great to see you.
First pitch to Francisco Hernandez outside. There he is.
There he is. There he way out in center field.
Shout out Brian Backlund for making the trip with us.
There he is.
Lifted foul off the bat of Hernandez.
Brian's been around for a long time too in Barrie.
Oh yeah, that guy's a day oneer, it seems.
Yeah.
With the Bay Cats, doing photography and now producing our broadcast.
Exactly. And very knowledgeable guy. Like if anything breaks up there, he'll fix anything.
1-1. That one into left field, a base hit to start off the 9th inning for Francisco Hernandez.
Leadoff single for Hernandez. His first hit of the contest, although he had a run scored and an RBI in the 7th. Run scored came around in the first inning, courtesy of the 2 RBI double by Nolan McAbrody down the right field line. Baycats getting 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and then 1 in the 7th for the 5-0 lead before the Cardinals finally answered back with 1 in the home half of the 8th inning in the last frame.
Nolan McAbrody steps in against Chris Bowano's second appearance in the playoffs. It's a first pitch swing and miss. Pitched a scoreless inning in that clinching game in the first round against Chatham-Kent. Lead off first from Francisco Hernandez. Goes on the lefty. The pitch is high. The throw down is not in time. Brendan Nickel has to come all the way over to keep that from going into center field. Stolen base for Francisco.
Looked like Hernandez had to throw it around Boato as well, just down the line here, because where he comes off the mound here. Yeah, he just tried to throw it up and over, and that was why the throw went a little sailing off to the other side of the base here.
Baycats base runners have been much more aggressive in the playoffs than they were in the regular season.
I mean, they're just trying to, get guys in scoring position to give the opportunities to somebody else, where a single can score somebody or a ground ball to the right side might move a runner over to third base and setting the table for somebody else, just moving the chains.
Well, especially Francisco Hernandez. And we saw he had a hamstring injury earlier this year. It took him a while to get back to 100%, but right in time for the playoffs. That one up the middle, long way to go for Reyes Cruz. His throw is not going to be in time. So an infield single there for Nolan McAbrody moves Hernandez to third.
Not a lot on that throw from Tommy Reyes Cruz. He was off balance and going the wrong direction here, but he tried to get it there just to at least keep it honest. And a great job by Cacatos to cut that one off in front of coming off the base here. Prevent that running from coming home.
So McAbrody now 3 for 5, including that 2 RBI double back in the first. Tristan Clark steps in. He's 2 for 4. First pitch misses.
Baycats 5 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. Cardinals 1 run, 10 hits, 4 errors, and that's really the difference in the ballgame there is the errors. Allowing innings to continue.
Foul off of, looked like Hernandez, 1-1.
Cardinals learning firsthand, you can't give a team like Barrie extra runs, extra outs either. They lead to runs.
And that's why Toronto gave Barrie such a run for their money in the first round.
Yeah.
One. Fly ball, shallow left field. It's going to be Nickel out there to make the catch and hold Hernandez at third base.
A big out as Clark pops up on the F6. That'll bring up Adam Odd now.
Toronto pitching in that first round really wasn't letting Barrie capitalize on those runners in scoring position when they happened.
Yeah.
That Baycats team feels so lucky to have won game 1 the way they did with that crazy finish. Let them have the flexibility to take this series to 5 games. Adam Odd swings through the first pitch from Chris Boato. Boato obviously looking for his second championship in the IBL, 2023 with the Jackfish. On the ground, foul off the bat of Odd, just got a piece of it.
Well, we got to shout out the newlyweds, Mr. Ryan Rios and his lovely wife.
Of course.
They just got to Muskoka with his new wife, watching the broadcast, and wanted to say hi to Julius and everybody else. So congratulations to the Rios on their nuptials.
Congratulations to the Rios. Thank you for tuning in. And heard last night was a really fun outing.
That it was. The pictures look great. This is the video.
0-2 on the ground, right side. Reyes Cruz charging in, kind of blocked by the base runner a little bit. And that goes by him into right field. Hernandez scores. McAbrody to the third base.
I don't know if they could have called interference on this one or not. We'll have to see. No, it's just Reyes Cruz got a little bit distracted by the traffic in front of him and just lost where the baseball was.
Right fielder number 55, Hayden Jaco.
And that allows the 6th run to come across for the Baycats. Here now 6-1 is the score.
Again, even that one, it'll go down as an E4, but we've seen a lot with some unsure defense with this Hamilton Cardinals team. That's his 2nd error on the game. Hayden Jaco sees the first pitch miss.
Jaco 1 for 4 in the contest, a single in the 3rd inning. Don't judge my scorebook. It's not as pretty as yours. Mine's more doctor scribble. I get it from my dad.
There's a deep drive to left field. Going back is Pena at the warning track, and he makes the catch. Tagging from 3rd is Macabrota. The sacrifice fly for Jaco. Hammond had a long way to go to get back to 1st, but he's in safely. 7-1 for the Baycats here in game 2.
A long sac fly brings home the 7th run for the Baycats.
Those are big runs for Barrie because that extra insurance might allow Carlos Sano to take a seat.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what's going on now. He looks like he's completely shut it down there. No, maybe not. Yeah, now he's waving down there. He's like, what, do you want me to pitch up or no, not?
And now he's taking a seat. So it looks like Braden Packle will go out.
Yeah. Josh Matlow just warming the pointing at the bench. So Carlos is sitting down. Carlos is on hold.
1-0. Now 2-0 on Plumpton. It's hard to hit home runs in this park to left field, just with the regular conditions we got here. And Hayden Jaco really gave that one a ride. Pena had a long way to go to make a catch. Boado's 2-0. It doesn't hit Plumpton. It gets all the way to the backstop, and Hammond will move up to 2nd. Such a different mentality for Tyler Plumpton at the plate because he's behind the plate. You want to get in front of those baseballs, but
yeah. Now you don't want to get that one at all.
No. I remember being on the bus. This was months ago. Plumpton had his leg up. He had shorts on. He had this massive bruise on the inside.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like those guys are just walking bruises all season.
It was so dark and they were shockingly large.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. 3-0. Catches the plate. Will get me over there from Chris Boado.
I thought, over the years, the evolution of catchers' masks and everything else, they would have done something with the pads. They have. The chest protectors look like they're getting smaller, too.
3-1. Up the middle goes Plumpton. Brandon Nickel. An easy play over to 1st to retire the side, but not before the Baycats add 2 more. It's now a 6-run lead, 7-1. Cardinals with their last chance coming up in the bottom of the 9th here in game 2.
And a reminder, game 3 goes of this series Tuesday night in Barrie. You can catch that one on Baycats TV or Cable 14, or you can watch it on Rogers in the Barrie area as well. Julius and Ben will have that one for you, and we're hoping for a game 4 as necessary. And that'll be here on Wednesday night, 7:30 start on Cable 14, or on the YouTube as well, but hiddenly, I guess, or you can watch it on Cable 14. You can catch it on Barrie as well, on Rogers up there. But yes, Brandon Packley will go back out here to work here. Looking to close this one out for the Baycats and give them a 2-0 series lead.
Didn't really give Packle much of an intro, so I will here. As I mentioned, he's really been one of the more confident relievers in that Barrie bullpen in terms of Josh Matlow's view and how often he's been able to put him in these high leverage situations.
That he has. And he's one of these guys that just needed an opportunity and some faith put into him by a manager.
And he's sticking out in the playoffs here. He was set to go back to school early, but got the okay from his head coach at West Virginia Tech to stick it out here for the playoff run, going for his 2nd ring.
Well, that's good, because I know some coaches is just like, no, you got to come up here. Rules and everything else, school rules and whatever else.
big part of that's going into his senior year, right? So he has a little bit of that seniority, and he was telling me he had to have a big presentation to his coach to be like, hey, I'll tell you how much I've been pitching, what my numbers are, what the plan is for me to my usage in the playoffs.
And good on him for doing that too, because some coaches are like, whatever, kid, you're coming home. You're coming here. We're paying your bills. You're coming here. But you got a coach that listens and everything else, and probably maybe understands what this league is all about too. So it's like, okay, yeah, he's not pitching against beer league guys. He's pitching against former professional ball players, which is only going to make him a better pitcher overall. As Yoki Pena is going to lead things off here.
And Pacla told me it also was a conversation with his coach and Josh Matlow as well to kind of seal the deal. Had a 3.42 ERA in 15 appearances in the regular season. As that first pitch to Pena is up high, and the 2 appearances in the playoffs hasn't allowed an earned run. He's 1-0 in 2 innings coming into today. That one on the ground, right side, but it's going to roll foul. He gets the bottom third of this Cardinal order here. Yoki Pena, Russell Young, and Tommy Reyes-Cruz. The 1-1, just outside. Oh, called a strike.
Called a strike. Pena wasn't sure of it. It's been called there all afternoon, so 1-2 the count now.
That one up and away.
They're hoping Pena would chase that one after seeing the last one be called a strike, but that one misses up high.
Pena yet to reach in this game, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. The 2-2 in the dirt.
Run the count to full here. 7 runs, 15 hits, 1 error for the Baycats, 1-10-5 for your Cardinals.
3-2. Poked out to left field. That's a leadoff base hit for Hamilton.
He definitely heard you up here. A leadoff single for the Cardinals left fielder. The Cardinals show signs of life here in the 9th inning.
Designated hitter number 34, Russell Young.
Just gets ahead of a fastball and nice poke, and that's a key base runner here for Hamilton. Try and get anything started. Russell Young will step in. First pitch, call the strike. Thought that maybe Josh Williams could be a pinch hitter in this situation, but Bernardo might like the platoon matchup in this instance.
Yep. Russell Young or even a Tanner Rempel, but he might not be cleared to play.
0-1 fouled off.
Always scary when a guy takes 1 off the helmet. Never mind 2 this season. Like, of course, he had just gotten back in the lineup since the first one, and then the second one got him against Chatham Kent, and I was just like, oh man, still scary.
0-2, called strike 3. Russell Young doesn't like the call, and there's 1 out here in the 9th.
Royals up 2-0 on the Welland Jackfish early in that contest.
That pitch just at the knees of Russell Young. I understand why he might have an issue with the call, but I've seen that consistently called from Rob Stevenson all game. First pitch to Reyes-Cruz is up high. Pacla trying to induce a ground ball here from Reyes-Cruz. He just misses with that pitch. Reyes-Cruz 1 for 3, single back in the 5th. 2-0. That one just misses again. He falls behind 3-0. Pacla's pitch, that one called a strike. Gets the call from Rob Stevenson, keeps this count alive. That one inside, and Reyes Cruz takes a free pass. Hamilton has 2 on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th.
The Ray of Carlos Dominguez now. He's 1 for 4 in the contest. Single in the 3rd inning on the infield bunt. The Cardinals are just trying to make a game of it here in the 9th inning.
They put the pressure on when Tyler Duncan led off the 8th inning. He's on deck. Dominguez on the ground to 3rd. Adamad steps on the 3rd base bag. The throw over to 1st is in time, and that's your ball game.
Baycats will go up 2-0 in this series, courtesy of the 7-1 victory this afternoon. And just the errors once again coming back to bite the Cardinals in this contest.
And look here at 5-3 double play for Barrie to end this contest. They've ended each of the first 2 games on double plays. Barrie, after falling behind against Toronto 2-1, they come out and they've won their last 4 postseason games, take a 2-0 series lead over the Hamilton Cardinals, a chance to clinch at home on Thursday.
What a week for the Baycats. You know, they were down 2-1 in that series against the Maple Leafs and people were writing them off, but hey, you're the defending champions for a reason, and they're just finding ways for this veteran core to rally back, and now you're taking a 2-0 lead with an opportunity to wrap up the series Tuesday night at home.
Tuesday will be game 3. You can see that right here on Cable 14. The defending champs a chance to clinch this semifinal series and get back to the finals for a 3rd straight year with the win at home.
Not sure if we're going to anybody downstairs or not, but it looks like we're just going to wrap it up here, and thanks again, Julius, for having out.
Really appreciate it, Neil. I really appreciate the crew having me out for this Game 2 broadcast. And for Neil Srivastava, I'm Julius Srsan. Thank you so much for taking care of us on Cable 14 for Game 2 of the IBL Semi-Finals. Baycats win it 7-1.